taken into custody 2 weeks ago after prosecutors accused him of witness tampering. Lawyers for Manafort say he poses no threat, and his detention is gravely impairing his ability to prepare his defense. The 69-year-old is being held in solitary confinement in a jail about 2 hours south of Washington, D.C. Rich?
Rachel, all three major U.S. stock indexes trading higher at this hour. Gains by banking stocks helping push markets into positive territory. Several banks saying they'll return capital after passing Federal Reserve stress tests. Fox News, fair and balanced.
When working at a growing business, you wear many hats. The new business hat, the buying toner for the copy machine hat, the sifting through tons of resumes hat. You can throw away that last hat thanks to Indeed.com. When posting your job, Indeed lets you add screener questions that give you a less time-consuming route to your short list of qualified candidates. So go ahead, dust off that extra-long lunch hat. Hiring's better when you've got your short list. Save time on hiring when you post a job on Indeed. Get started today at Indeed.com/hire.
I love sunny days till they shine on the rug that never recovered from the incident. Need a style refresh? Get it at Gordman's. Find what you need for your home, family, and life with no damage to your wallet. Gordman's had their own refresh, and the biggest surprise is the best kind of sticker shock. With new deliveries each week, I discover something unique and exciting every time I shop, and the deals are amazing. Plus, with G Rewards, I earn points with every dollar I spend, so I can save even more. Gordman's, bigger deals, smaller prices.
Hello, I'm Tom Martino. Now, you've heard me talk a lot about stem cell therapy. I've done extensive research, which led me to Centennial Schultz Clinic right here in Colorado. They're internationally recognized for their work with stem cells. They're all MDs, working with true living stem cells harvested from your own fat or bone marrow, then strategically delivered with guided injections. Only MDs deliver the injections. More experience than any other provider in the country. Why would you go to a clinic with no MDs at all? Centennial Schultz can help you with painful joints, knees, hips, back, shoulders, hands. They can repair most ACL tears with a needle instead of a knife. Before you have surgery, consult Centennial Schultz at 303-963-9201. Explore your options at a true medical regenerative clinic. Centennial Schultz, 303-963-9201, 303-963-9201, and on my referral list at referralist.com.
Today, business happens here, and virtually anywhere. Because today, innovative companies are reinventing the way business happens, and they need people who can keep up, with the expertise and technology to get packages to over 150 million delivery points. So, who can help you deliver the future of commerce? The United States Postal Service. See why we deliver more e-commerce packages to homes than anyone at USPS.com/future.
On the streets of Miami, speed is the law. So when a corn dog goes after the wrong girl,
Oh, heartburn!
one man will bring her Tums Ultra Strength.
I'm on my way.
Don't get wrecked by heartburn. Nothing works faster than Tums.
Your mustard's fast, but my Tums are faster.
And with Tums on-the-go rolls, it's never been easier to leave heartburn behind.
You did it.
Yeah. You gonna finish that corn dog?
Tums Ultra Strength, available in a store near you.
Is your credit score preventing you from buying a home? Maybe it's stopping you from refinancing to a better rate. Hey guys, it's Ross Kaminsky, and I'm here to tell you there is more to mortgage approval than your credit score. So if you've been denied a loan based on credit score alone, well, you called the wrong lender. At American Financing, they offer custom loan programs, down payment assistance, and in-house underwriting, meaning you can expect greater flexibility during the mortgage process. Now, they look at a variety of factors, like your income, your work history, and whether you pay your bills on time. And if you're just shy of getting approved, their credit care team can offer tips on how to improve your credit, getting you one step closer to a customized, competitive rate mortgage, one that's focused on your financial goals. Affordable home ownership is within reach. It just takes a 10-minute call to the salary-based mortgage consultants at American Financing, 303-695-7000, or online at AmericanFinancing.net.
NMLS 182334, regulated by the Division of Real Estate.
This is the Troubleshooter Show.
Help! I need somebody.
Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Help me.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. This hour brought to you by Flexident. Paintless dent repair. We can't stress it enough. There's so much hail damage going around. And today is car day on the Troubleshooter Show.
So let's talk about getting cars fixed the right way. All of their techs have like 20 years experience or more, and they are just good people and not fly-by-nights in a tent set up just for the storm. Flexident, they're here to stay. They've been around a long time. You can trust them, okay? Flexidentofcolorado.com, flexidentofcolorado.com, and they can do away with your deductible because they're so much cheaper than conventional repair, and they have low overhead. They're the preferred way, does not diminish the car's value, and they can fix it in 1 to 3 days. So if you don't have paint damage, flexidentofcolorado.com. Here's the phone number, 303-619-6273. 303-619-6273. And it's Car Day on the Troubleshooter Show. You know what the show's about. Help, information, and referrals. We help people. That's what we do. And we recover, and I mean we recover, hundreds of millions of dollars in cash, merchandise, exchanges, refunds, and services. And it's also a fun day, Car Day, especially we're going into a weird week. Some people are taking the whole damn week off. We got a 4th of July in the middle of the week. When it's on a Monday or Friday, that's easy, but on a Wednesday?
It's weird, isn't it?
Is it Wednesday?
You know what we did yesterday?
Yeah, Wednesday. What?
Did you know?
What?
We tied the highest record ever for temperature in Denver.
You know,
105
I
grueling
did not even
degrees.
notice. I spent so much time indoors, I didn't even notice. So listen, there is a scam going on right now. I call it the guilty conscience shakedown. We'll talk about it. Don't give it away, but I could not believe this, and I'm wondering.
You're assuming that's fake.
How many people fall for it? Guilty conscience shakedown. Conscience is a weird thing. Will it work? When you hear this, you will be blown away. So let's go to the phones. Suela wants to talk about a vehicle purchase. Bob wants to talk about a replacement engine. We have guests I will get to in 1 minute as we introduce them, as they talk. But first, I want to promote something fun over the weekend. It's a grand opening. Wait, is it a grand opening? No. It's not this weekend. It's a grand opening for later in this month.
It's coming up, Tom. It's exciting.
Okay, so, and perhaps we should remind people even once more, because I'm happy we're doing this in advance, way in advance, because the opening's July 21st and July 22nd. But what am I talking about? Let's ask John. John, we're talking about something called, you're already in business, but this is a grand opening of a new location. I want you to explain it. You're called Wings Over the Rockies. Now, I love this. Would it be right to call it an aviation museum?
Well, Tom, we were excited about the grand opening like you said, would be July 21st and 22nd.
Is it public. Now, an aviation museum? How do you describe it?
Yeah, we have one museum, Wings Over the Rockies, okay, but that's the title. But we have 2 locations. One is always going to be Lowry, so we always welcome people to talk about the heraldry of the past. But this new facility is about the present and the future for aviation space.
I get it. So one is dedicated to the past at Lowry, and this is the current and future. So,
right.
Was there a facility built just for this at Centennial Airport?
Exactly right. We are unique to the nation, putting something like this on an airfield. We're going to have a blue sky gallery. This is the one that's opening on July 21st and July 22nd, and that's about aviation. Our intent after that for next year and beyond is a black sky gallery for space, and we're talking about putting education institutions on there for young people as well as post-secondary for training on being a pilot, an aircraft mechanic, air traffic controller, and also, opening doors for engineers. It's going to be very exciting.
So this is to spark aviation interest. Is that the entire purpose of your museum?
Well, we call it aerospace because it also includes airplanes, aviation, and space, because right now, Tommy, you may, and your audience may be aware of this, but there's an incredible shortage of pilots, aircraft mechanics, air traffic controllers, and it's going to be a great demand for young people to be able to be exposed to what we're going to offer, and then hopefully trigger them to be able to move forward into aerospace careers in any one of those job offerings. But is thousands and thousands of pilot shortages, thousands and thousands of aircraft mechanics, air traffic controller shortages. It's just
why is there such a shortage? Is it because of the Vietnam vets getting older and they were all trained in the military?
Yeah, a lot of it is like guys like me who are over 65 and have to retire, but it's also, you can just see the increase in aircraft travel, you know, in the airlines,
yes.
The increase in, emerging markets in other countries. There are more restrictions on being able to get to become a pilot, which makes it a little bit tougher. So there are shortages there. So it's a lot about the economics, about the industry, and about the growth.
It's Saturday, July 21st, and Sunday the 22nd. They both start at noon. For more information, I'm going to send them to the website, and then we'll remind them again, explorationofflight.org. You can put a /blue sky for specific information, but if you go there, you'll find it. Explorationofflight.org. Something fun to do with the kids on the weekend of July 21st. Let's talk to Soila about her vehicle purchase from a dealership, and then we'll talk to our experts as well. Jeff Fick from Kimmer Transmission, Bola Shinoiki from Honest Accurate Auto Service in the spring. So, what's going on, Soila? Soila?
So, hello.
Hi, what's happening?
Thanks for having me on.
Well, what's going on with you?
So, I bought a car back in December. I went to go get my plates the first time.
New or used?
And it was a used car. It was a 2016 Dodge Durango.
Okay.
I went to go get my plates the first time, and the DMV told me, we haven't received any information on your vehicle.
Right.
So
the dealer has to send stuff to the county where you live, to the motor vehicle department, for them to process it. So what happened?
So the dealership told me, oh, well, we just haven't filed your paperwork. We'll do that, and we will be able to get them. We'll give you another temp tag.
But this was done. This purchase was made in December.
Was it a used car?
Yes.
Well, you know what happened then. They didn't have the title, probably.
Yeah.
Well, where does it stand today? I mean, do you still not have a title?
No. I just had to go get another temp tag last week.
Now, are they paying for the temp tags?
They're just giving them to me, yeah.
Okay. Now, Soila, the law says if they can't deliver title, it's not a deal.
I think like 60 days.
No, it says reasonable amount of time, I believe. I don't think it does specify 60.
Let me look.
I thought it did, but I don't think it does. But look it up. In any case, if they can't deliver title, it's not a deal. Do you want to get your money back?
I'm not sure what
I'm asking you.
Would be best.
I'm asking you, your gut feeling. Do you like this car? Do you like it?
I do like the car.
Okay.
The dealership, I have not been a fan of since I purchased the
What's the name of the dealer?
It's King GMC.
And Tom, there's a lien on the vehicle. That's why she can't get a title.
Okay, but...
How does that work?
Well, here's what happened. Someone traded it in, or they bought it, and they didn't get clear title. It's that simple. I mean, there's somebody... Is it a lien like a loan lien or a mechanic's lien?
I'm not sure. They were supposed to coming back the next day, and they never did, so I ended up going in.
King James. Where's King James located?
It's in Longmont, Colorado.
King James Jeep. You know, Longmont has a lot of rip-offs in cars. Did you know that, Mark? We get a lot of calls out of Longmont for rip-offs. And I'm wondering if it's the same guy that just keeps opening up new places, or if they're all owned by him. Who are you dealing with at King James?
It is... I don't remember his name.
All right, hold on, because this is very simple. I mean, there's really no reason to keep discussing this. You need a title. And if they can't provide it, they got to give your money back. And Soila, even if you like the car, I mean, if they can't get you a title, be done with it. Just be done with it. Hold on. Now, Deputy Clint is downstairs listening in our office, and he said he's available to make calls. So, Suzanne, this is the very first one.
Oh, yeah.
I say put up, shut up, refund the money. If you can't provide, refund. I mean, it's logical. Bob wants to talk about a replacement engine, and here's the good news. Your calls can get right through for immediate help at 303-713-TALK. It's a beautiful day. Everybody's out. Get on the phones. Get in. Car day. Now, you don't have to call about cars. Anything will do. But cars are the emphasis today, which is fine. 303-713-TALK. Bob, tell me about this replacement engine, first and foremost. Did you have this engine replaced already? Are you calling it out?
Tom, it's a long story.
All right, go ahead.
First of all, it's great to hear your voice again.
Thank you.
You've helped me back in the 90s with U.S. West issues.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, I used to be down in the Palmer Lake and Monument area.
Okay, I'll bet you I know what the problem was. No, I'm just going to take a guess now. You were building a home, and they couldn't get you phone service.
Well, that was one problem. It was actually, you know, after I built my home, you might have helped me with both problems. I built my little factory. I was a coffee roaster out there. I was in the coffee business for 25 years, and something happened. You know, I paid my bills every day. I went to work. I was wonderful, and we had some personal stuff happen that my wife wanted me to retire. And then it just got worse.
What about the engine now? What happened with this engine?
I'm a mechanic.
Yeah.
You know, I kept the German equipment going. I know I can fix anything.
So what happened with this car? Let's talk about this.
It continued to get worse. You know, the Grim Reaper was walking through my life, harvesting children and grandchildren.
Let's talk about this motor, this engine, this vehicle. What happened?
Well, I bought this MR2 with the blown-up engine.
MR2, figuring you could do the engine.
I know I could do the engine.
All right, so what happened? What happened?
Well, I bought this engine from these fellows out in California.
How did you find them?
It's a 1ZZ FE engine. And
now, for those listening, we're talking about a Toyota. For those listening, we're talking about a Toyota MR2. He bought it with a blown engine. He then got online and found some guys in California with an engine. We can continue there. Go ahead, Bob. So tell me about the engine. It's bad.
Well,
good?
You know, it's supposed to be a JDM engine. It's one of the Toyotas with the piston ring problem. You know all about that.
All right, so hold on. We got to come back to this, and we'll finish. But we'll get to the point where this engine was purchased. We don't know if it was with a warranty. We don't know if it was purchased as is. We don't know if it was rebuilt. We don't know if it was used. We'll get the details right after this. Fix It 24/7. We'll send an expert to your home for $39. And then if you decide to have the work done, they will credit you the $39. Now, what that means is this. No matter how long it takes, you get the problem taken care of for found for $39. So you never have to worry about the hours it might take to find it. They will pinpoint it and then give you an exact price of what it will take to fix it. And if you decide to have it done, they credit you the $39. It's a no-lose situation, or you just, you don't have to have the work done. They also have another special that I love, $99 for any electrical problem, or the call is free. That means if you have a warm switch, an outlet doesn't work, something is flickering, and you've been afraid to call an electrician because you don't know what it'll cost, you're guaranteed not to pay more than $99, period. Because when they come out and find it, no matter how long it takes, they will fix it with parts for $99. That's including parts. If it's a major thing with multiple circuits, then it's a free call, and they'll write down exactly what's wrong. So no matter what, you don't ever pay more than $99 to get it fixed, or the call's free. 720-526-3939. 720-526-3939. The best value home services company around, with plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains. FixMyHome.com.
fucking days. I have no idea what our state is.
No, I remember that's the problem. We don't have a date. We don't. You'll find that it says.
You probably ought to correct on, I don't know where you got King James from, it's just King GMC in Longmont. I didn't know if you wanted to correct that.
Yeah, well, but
okay.
since if there's no King James, I don't have anything to worry about. But
Yeah, I thought maybe there was a King James and that's what you were referring to. Hi, Al.
Good morning, everybody. Anybody get any phone books or anything?
Can we get you a taller chair?
These chairs don't adjust. There's no level.
There's one over there.
It don't adjust.
Oh,
Right now, partly cloudy, and they have garbage here.
Truly garbage. I think they pulled these out of.
Sorry, I'm like guys. I car problem. No, I'm kidding.
There's this, but there's no arms.
Well, I don't need arms.
Okay. Just schmoozy over next to Dan so I can speak. Please.
Oh, I'll move my fat head in other words. Yeah, just got the
never smooth anything you don't need. In his more than 50 years with honesty, integrity, knowledge, experience, Kevin Calkin is the owner, and he prides himself at loyal customers.
Oh, what's happening, brother? All good?
Colfax just west of Wadsworth and just south of 6th Avenue. 303-455-7242. 455-7242. And from our referral list to referralist.com.
It goes in the fail-safe on the highway. I haven't got to do it yet.
Just because you're gluten-free doesn't mean you can't enjoy breads, hamburger, and hot dog buns, pancakes, cupcakes, and so much more. Gluten-Free Things is a local gluten-free and vegan bakery. Look them up online, glutenfreethings.com.
Being accused of a crime can ruin your life. Get help with highly respected skilled trial attorney Joe Lazzara. He's offering a free initial consultation and up to $500 off his services. 303-429-6200. That's 429-6200.
Blue Chair Bay Rum presents Kenny Chesney. Flip Around the Phone Tour 2018. No one throws a party like Kenny Chesney. Saturday, June 30th, Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Special guests, my teacher, Thomas Brand.
See, there's a lot of shit that says for Colorado, though, the duration of a temporary permit may not exceed 60 days.
Right. Tickets are on sale now at the Stadium Box Office or Ticketmaster.com. Kenny Chesney with Thomas Brett, Old Dominion, and more. With Racina Touring Group and AEG presents.
Did they say where the lien was from? Was the previous owner or was it the dealership?
Your home is more than a valued asset. It can be an energy producer, too, with Cam Solar, Denver's most trusted solar energy company. With more than 3,000
It's so funny. Every other state, it's like easy to find.
Protect yourself from rising utility rates. Get your free solar guide packed with tips and solar information at gocamsolar.com/troubleshooter. That's gocamsolar.com/troubleshooter. For a free solar quote, call 720-449-2935. 720-449-2935.
Time changes everything. For me, becoming a single parent of 2 young kids changed my ability to use my timeshare. And when my annual maintenance fees nearly tripled over a 3-year period, I had to get out. I'm Brandon Reed, founder of Timeshare Exit Team. We will legally get you out.
Timeshare Exit Team sucks!
Do they?
Schedule your free consultation.
Are they not working?
Get you out.
Not working. Do you not recall the fucking hell we went through with those pricks?
Didn't they come through on them?
Yeah, I guess 5 years later, some people got their money back.
Got their money back. Plus they paid their...
Plus they paid all the fucking late fees. No, they got bent over and, as you would say, fucked rough style.
Does he say that live?
No, I
Tom Stormberg just pulled it off. That's like I did. I didn't get the memo.
Mine's been off for a while now.
Well, I haven't seen you in a while.
No, it's been on for a while.
What has?
How long did you take that off his go?
Michael Brown.
2-3 months.
He does it actually a lot. I don't even
been through there, no way. I haven't noticed.
Yeah, about probably 6 months ago he shaved clean, or 4 months ago. Remember, I didn't know. No one noticed.
I look younger. Al, I look younger.
More handsome.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hi.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show, 303-713-TALK. SimplyFloorsInc.com for saving money on floor coverings. That's the message. But there's more to it than that. You get superb service, and you get designer services, true designer services, to incorporate floor coverings into your whole home. And Simply Floors, Inc. will come to your home with all the popular styles, and then you choose what you'd like. Or you can go to 52nd and Ward, southwest corner, and look at what you want. Now, here's the deal. Simply Floors, Inc. simply makes less profit to simply pass the savings on to you. So simply save money with SimplyFloorsInc.com. Up to 40%. We have had some cases that go to 50%, some cases as little as 10%, depending on the flooring. But they're just great people to do business with. I assure you, you'll never find a better place once you meet them. It's kind of like Frank Duran is, the real estate man, with real estate. I mean that. You get that same feeling with Buddy Mitchell, don't you, Mark? Do you get that same
Salt
feeling?
of the earth, man.
You get that feeling like, holy crap, they really do care.
I wouldn't buy my flooring anywhere else.
Buddy Mitchell, so that's simplyfloorsinc.com. And, of course, Frank gives you the same, he really does give you the same feeling, Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. I don't know what it is. There are certain people that outside of that, no matter what business they're in, they will carry that work ethic. I've seen Frank where you know, you just mention to him, hey, Frank, I might be wanting to move, or I might do this, might do that. Even if you're not a client, he starts looking around and giving you advice. He just has this nurturing spirit. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. And then Buddy Mitchell, simplyfloorsinc.com. I'm trying to think in that vein. Of course, you know, I don't want to diss the present company, but I'm talking about these guys that just freaking glow. I mean, you just know they'll bend over backwards and go nuts for you.
Jay Brett's.
Jay Brett's when it comes to roofing, yes. George
Donaldson.
But Jay's not as meek and mild as these other guys. But here's the other thing about these other guys. They're not meek and mild. They just appear to be. They can get the job done. You first meet Frank, you think he can't negotiate. I mean, you do. You think he's too nice, but...
Would you read that?
I got to go to this first. I will. The Guilty Conscience.
You've got to read that.
The Guilty Conscience shakedown. But Bob, listen, we get that you bought an engine. Let's get right to this part. The engine that you bought, was it supposed to be new, used, rebuilt?
No, it was supposed to. You know what a JMD engine is, Tom? Japanese domestic market.
It's something bought from overseas.
Alaramis, what is that?
It's bought from Japan.
Engines.
It's motors.
Is it like the black market or something?
No, it's motors that they take out of service over there much earlier than they do in the U.S. They box them up. They say they have very low miles. They're perfect. Some of them really are, and some of them really aren't.
Do they rebuild them?
No, they're used motors.
Okay. So did you buy a used motor?
Yes, I bought a used motor with a 6-month warranty that is supposed to be in good serviceable condition, removed in good condition.
Okay. Now, but it was used, and it was 6-month warranty. So
right, and they didn't show me the warranty. Tom, I already in my initial contact with Mark said I did everything wrong. You know,
okay.
I'm an emotional mess right now. I apologize.
The engine, you installed the engine, right?
I installed the engine. No, I installed the engine. Right, I did that part. I did. You know, I did.
So let's get to the problem. What's wrong? What's wrong with the engine right now?
Well, what's wrong with the engine right now is it burns about an ounce of oil per 10 miles if I treat it softly. If I get on it and drive it the way it's supposed to be driven, it burns way more than that. Now, let me give you a little history on this.
Can I ask you to just convert this for me so I don't have to go through the math? How many miles, how many quarts do you go through in 1,000 miles?
I've never let it use a quart. I went up to Denver and back to visit my granddaughter, and I used over a quart. You know, it's lucky I didn't blow the thing up on my first shakedown trip.
So, Bob, did you ever have a full diagnosis done of the engine?
Well, you know, I'm capable. You know, it scans perfectly, Tom.
It what?
It scans. I've got a good scanner. It scans perfectly. It has no issues.
Well, it obviously has bad tolerances somewhere. But
fun to drive.
Now, what about the warranty? What does the warranty say about oil consumption?
It doesn't say a word about oil consumption. Can I go back in time a minute here?
Yeah, but I bet you it's not going to be important. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Well, when I received this engine, I told you, you know, I'm a little older than you.
Just keep going. Just keep going. You do not have to explain. Just keep going.
Open the valve cover, open the valve cap, look at it.
there was stuff in there. Okay, the next, the next thing I did was stick a borescope in there. There was sludge in there. The next thing and they're supposed to ship these things without oil. The next thing I did is take off the oil pan and got all this black tar all over my
Okay,
new
Bob,
garage floor.
Bob, tell me something. What does this have to do with the current problem?
Well, I contacted them, Tom.
And
I sent them some photos.
And what did they say?
And they said, all the engines we could send you. I told them I would pay shipping both ways. I need another engine. All the engines we get are like this. They ship them upside down. It's dried oil. I said, no, it's varnish.
Okay, so Bob, none of this. Okay,
Bob,
let me tell you why none of this is important now. It's because you took the engine and you installed it. So what we have to figure out.
No, Tom. They told me to install it, and they would take care of the problem.
Did you install it, Bob?
I just told you I did everything wrong.
Okay.
I want to help protect other people with these engines.
So what's the name of the place where you bought it?
Huh?
What's the name of the place you bought it?
It's Engine World, Tom.
Engine World. Okay. Will they do anything for you? Yes or no?
Well, right now, I let it go, Tom. I put the engine in the car. I changed. I've got about a little over 1,000 miles on it. The thing runs like crazy. It really rocks. It's fun to drive.
Good.
It just consumes this oil. I have replaced the catalytic converter. I don't want to burn another.
Hey, Al, what do you think's wrong with the engine? Because Bob, I love helping you, and you sound like a great guy.
Story.
But you're just way too many words for what we need to get to.
Yeah, let me grab my coffee real quick.
What do you think's wrong?
I have grapes.
Okay, let me just put him on hold.
Yeah.
He's emotional. What's wrong with the engine? Let's get right to it. Bob, you got an engine. You don't like it. It's consuming oil. You don't like it for that reason. Right. Okay, you want to warn people about, what is it called? Japanese what?
Engine World.
No, Japanese what?
Japanese Engine World.
No, JDM engines. They call these engines.
Yeah, the JDM. All that is the first 3 letters of the VIN number of most Japanese imported cars. That's where it originated.
It's called Japanese domestic.
Yeah, Japanese direct motors.
Okay.
I think.
All right. What do you think's wrong? It's a burning.
Well, it's simple.
Ring.
Well, if he said he pulled valve covers, he's got sludge. Okay, sludge is a terrible thing. That's going to create all kind of premature wear.
Well,
if it's burning oil, it's coming from one of 2 places. It's coming from the rings being completely worn out, so the walls are oblong, or the top half of the engine.
Okay.
The guides are gone, seals are gone.
All right. I have a very important question for him.
Beautiful.
A very important question, and then we take a break. Bob, very important question. What do you want us to do?
Well, Tom, I want them. First of all, I want people to know about this.
Okay.
All I've asked them for is a head gasket and a set of rings and pistons.
And then you'll install it. And you'll install them.
And this engine is the 1ZZFE engine.
Bob. I asked you what you want. Let me get it straight. You want a head gasket and a set of rings and pistons. Do I have that correct, Bob? That's what you want.
Right.
Okay. A set of rings, pistons, and a head gasket, and you'll do the labor. Huh?
Head bolts, stretch bolts, head bolts.
And you'll do the labor.
And I'll do the labor. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, Deputy Clint is listening. Let's at least give it a try, okay? I don't know if this would fall under their warranty or not. It would be nice if we could get a copy of the warranty as well, okay? 303-713-8255.
Couldn't they do a pressure check and stay through?
Is Clint, are you getting him on these? Are you getting him on these? Because I want to come back and see what have him follow up. You know, we can get him if you want. Have him put it on the speaker at his desk. You have a background. Let's do that. And then he'll be on. I can during the break talk to him. That might be cool. Thanks.
Depending how long it's
helps the ring seal, right? So you do a static without any oil, okay? Then you're reading
try it before you take the motor.
Short, spin it back.
Oh my God! Someone's on the same call. I'm just I need some people called, all these people. And I put her on one and she's still on with this same lady. She's going to get rope-a-doped into these. It's 10 minutes. You hear me do these, man. You just fly through it. And if they need more help, you just don't do it right then. It's going to be a fucking nightmare. I'm going to end up calling every single person. Actually, I got to get Mike. If you're listening, email me.
Did you ever hear when this guy used to call in call Henry or somebody?
He said he had a borescope and he's looking at sludge with a borescope. I'm like, okay, you don't need that if you're going valves over the bench. But if he's got a borescope, go inside the cylinders, look at the wall and the skirt wear on either side of it. There's things he can really look. My belief is he's got all control rings that are lots of tables and possibly up at your top, the rubber grommets or top of the guides. There's one that could well be. Some of these motors in this Japanese cook, they beat the living car out of them. They're in MR2s. You're having a good time. So, would you agree? I mean, it's an old motor, too. Yes, it is. No, it's not a problem. I don't think it's a city.
All they do is pull them out there and bring them.
Yeah, that's what they do. They ship them over. Pretty much the warranty is it'll run. That's pretty much what they said. You assume the risk because you're not paying any extra. They're not going to use 12,000 miles or anything like that. And so I would do like come back around.
I think gasket.
Well, if you ain't getting that far, you can look at the cylinder wear, skirt wear, kind of look at all that in there. You can just see it on the walls.
No credit card required.
That's an easy
Send
motor.
a free copy of
It's
the
not
audio
capable of
to
it.
in your car. Call 800-493-1717.
Must be some kind of mechanic that can do it.
800-493-1717. That's 1-800-493.
Guys, we are lighting up referral lists like you have never seen starting Monday. We're going to hit 500 to 700,000 unique people in Denver Metro and Colorado Springs over the next 3 months.
So it's off the new site?
No, this is purely radio and TV, all because of the new site. We're hitting traffic, so when people tune in to hear traffic on any station, it doesn't matter if it's iHeart or any station, doesn't matter. When they tune in at the top and bottom for traffic and weather, we're hitting those.
Oh, you took over those spots?
We took a shitload.
Total traffic, isn't that what they
Total
call it?
traffic.
Yeah, total traffic.
Right on. So we're teaming up with a lot of the bigger members, like like 24 Fixin' to go over the whole state and plumb line and stuff. So they'll be kind of featured in them, but most of the whole messaging is referral list, best vendors, best places, referral list. So,
Very cool.
Oh, a commercial.
Yeah, commercial.
I got you.
Get commercial work for me. Well, I got to tell you, that crew is something else.
Modern.
Pretty impressive.
Today is the day you break the stranglehold of addiction. You and your family can't lose another.
All right. It's been a while. I'll probably need to buy lunch. Everybody okay with Jimmy John's?
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. I'm with you.
Uh,
I've been saving all these weeks that I've been having.
Saving her.
That's 720-893-5551. The Raleigh House is a premier addiction recovery program located here in Colorado. You'll speak to someone local about different treatment options, all evidence-based treatments designed to help reduce substance abuse. No more excuses, no more denials. Get the help you need. Some health insurance covers the cost. Call today for a free no-obligation consultation. The Raleigh House, 720. Hi, Tom Martino
Hi,
here.
Tom Martino here. John Fuller is a personal injury attorney. There's no mistake about what he does. If you're hurt, he goes after people responsible to get you money. Isn't that easy, right? No, it's not. It's a very difficult area of law. Many times people bark up the wrong tree. They don't even deserve money. But here's the problem. when you're injured, you're going to hear so many people telling you so many different things. And then you're going to see those advertisements with these ridiculous attorneys calling themselves the big bull crap and the big strong this and the big ass and the strong thighs, whatever. Here's the deal, okay? Forget the nicknames. Go with someone I truly know, I trust, I have personally recommended. Mark and Suzanne have actually used John Fuller. Here's the best thing. You don't have to make a decision when you call him. Ask him questions. Shop around, but ask him questions. He will answer questions free of charge on your injury, related to your injury, related to your case. Decide if you like this guy. You will. 303-597-4500. If you don't know where to go, what to do, the first call him and just ask questions. He's not going to like try to push you into signing up. 303-597-4500. John Fuller, remember that. On the referral list at referralist.com. So we have to help this guy with the engine. We also have to help you guys avoid this scam.
So if you buy a used engine, then you should demand everything to rebuild it? I just don't like any part of this thing.
No, I'm not talking about that scam. I'm not talking. He just wants to warn people. I guess what he doesn't like is that he bought an engine, and it's not a good engine. It's a used engine. There were no guarantees except a 6-month warranty on whatever. But Al says they hardly cover anything.
Yeah, they sure don't. They can't.
Auto care.
They're going to run is what they do.
Clint might be able to get some.
You're buying used. Before you put them in, you got to do some tests on these things.
All right, now.
Pop valve covers. Check them out.
Listen to this scam.
First, everybody needs to know this was sent to Deputy Daff's husband.
Okay. Well, okay.
What's wrong with that?
She asked that we not mention that.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So this is being sent to a lot of people, okay? This is being sent to a lot of people, and even though she specifically asked that we not mention that, here's why. Because no matter what, people are going to say, trust me when I tell you. This is a form letter. It is. It's a form letter, and there's a how-to guide and everything. You're not going to believe this. I'm going to put just a name in here as if you got the letter. Hello, Mark. I'm going to cut to the chase. My name is Redheart46, and I know about the secret you are keeping from your wife and everyone else. More importantly, I have evidence of what you have been hiding. I'm not going to go into specifics here. That's excuse me, in case your wife intercepts this, but you know what I'm talking about. You don't know me personally, and nobody hired me to look into you, nor did I go out looking to burn you. It's just my bad luck or your bad luck. I stumbled across your misadventures while working a job in Inglewood. I then put in time, and I probably should have looking into your instead of anyway, more time than I should have. I am ready to forget all of this and let you go on with your life, and I'm going to give you 2 options. Those options: ignore this letter or simply pay me $15,800. Let's examine the 2 options. Options 1: if you ignore this letter, I'm going to send all the information to your wife, and I'm also going to send it to all of your friends, neighbors, relatives, and everyone around you on this street address, blah, blah, blah. They give the address. So, Mark, even if you decide to come clean with your wife, you still are going to be humiliated when her friends find out about what you've been doing. Option 2, pay me $15,800. We'll call it my confidentiality fee. Now let me go to what happens if you choose this path. Your secret remains your secret. You go on with your life as though nothing ever happened. Though you may want to do a better job keeping your misdeeds secret in the future, at this point you may be thinking, I'll just go to the cops, which is why I have taken steps to ensure this letter cannot be traced. So it won't help, and it won't stop the evidence from destroying your life. Now, basically, this letter was sent from Indiana. It could be sent from anywhere, it doesn't matter. But also, to make the payment, you have to do it in Bitcoin, and they do a step-by-step guide. You know, go to get the required amount of cash, go to a localbitcoin.com on your computer, go to localbitcoins.com on a computer, and then sign up and register and then send the money, put it in the account, then buy the Bitcoins. Wow. Can you believe this? And it's a step by step.
The shakedown.
It's the guilty conscience shakedown. But who would ever fall for this? Who?
We've had people bail their kids out of jail with iTunes cards, so people will fall for that.
That I find hard to believe. Michael, go ahead. What's on your mind? Today is card day, but we are taking all calls. What's happening with you, Michael?
Hey, good afternoon, Tom. Thanks for taking my call. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Man.
Just had a couple quick questions for you, if I could.
Yes, sir.
It's about renters' rights and responsibilities.
Yes.
I rent a home here in Lakewood, Colorado. Been a long-time renter and a good one, and one always continue to be so. But at the same time, you know, I'm busy and I'm working and whatnot, and I had a few questions.
Sure.
The lawn, the yard, the front of the lawn is all rocked, but yet it wasn't rocked real well, and there's a lot of weeds growing up, and the back of the yard's grass, which is part of the reason I rent the fenced yard in the home insofar as my kid can run around and play.
Sure.
Am I responsible? Because it doesn't list it in my lease insofar as
I was just going to say,
the lawn and the yard cared for. My landlord called me this morning and said the front of the yard looks terrible.
I was just going to say it's a matter of contract. But let's say the contract does not address it. Then it would be what's called reasonable, or what is called status quo, or what is called standards of the area. These are not legal terms. These are just things people look for. For example, I think if you rent a home, it's reasonable to assume that you would take care of the lawn. But, for example, you wouldn't plant trees or replace dead trees or bushes, but you'd mow the lawn. I would think that's reasonable, in my opinion. That's not. That's just so mow the lawn. Now, if it's a dead lawn, of course you don't have to put in new sod unless you killed it because you didn't water it. So I'm not sure what the landlord is asking, and the best way to find out is to say, what are you expecting me to do? In a nice way, not confrontationally. What does he want you to do?
Honestly and simply, he really wants me to keep the front of the yard clean, which means pulling a lot of the weeds out of the rocks
that's
and
reasonable.
That's planted in the kind of the
that's reasonable in my opinion.
Wouldn't you want your house to look decent anyhow?
In my opinion, that is reasonable.
It is reasonable.
So then why are you calling?
Tom, I'm a little lazy, and my question is, can I ask him to do it? I pay a lot of money to be here.
Yes, of course you can ask him.
And I'm not in a retirement community where it's, you know,
Michael,
I understand they shovel the walk in the winter and whatnot, but
you can ask him. Of course you can ask him.
Leverage laziness. I'm asking.
Mike,
I mean, can I make him do it?
I said you can't. Now, no. You asked two different questions. First, you asked, can I ask him to do it? Then you asked, can I make him do it?
You could ask him to take your trash out each Friday.
I don't think you can make him do it.
Understood.
I don't think so. If that's your question, that's my answer. I don't think you can make him.
Can I give you another situation?
Sure.
So the tree in front of the house, you know, a big branch broke off about 8 months ago, and he came out and sawed it off and threw it on the side of the house. And that's great. And he's been asking me for a good number of months to chop it up into pieces insofar as EDS Waste will come pick it up in my regular collection.
Now, that is a matter of negotiation. That's neither his... It's more his responsibility than yours if a piece of the tree fell and it's more of a long-term thing. I mean, it's a matter of nitpicking to figure out who should do it.
Rentals are popular. I mean, you know, and the prices are up, and I pay a premium price, and part of the reason is that...
And, Michael, if you were my renter,
otherwise I'll buy a place.
If you were my renter, I would suggest you do that.
I agree.
Go buy a place. I wouldn't be confrontational about it. I'd just say, you know what, Mike, listen, I can't anticipate each and every scenario. I got this stuff off the yard. I sawed it up. It's on the side. If you don't want to do it, I understand. But, you know, if you can, would you find another place? I mean, I don't think he can make you do it, Michael. These things are not legal issues. These are just issues of reasonableness.
That's why I called you.
Yeah,
And knowledge
what do you?
is power. And I've already got, you know, if you've met my wife, I've got a honey-do list that goes long and long, and now I got my landlord adding on to it. And I just wanted to check.
I really
I'm trying to
respect
turn
you
the
for
list-
honesty. I do. I truly respect you for honesty. You don't feel like going out in this hot weather and.
No, let someone else do it. It's 97 degrees.
Yeah, yeah, but. Home ownership, I suggest you probably buy a condo. You seem more like a condo guy. Yeah. I mean, really. What do you?
Isn't it like give and take though? I mean, is this
That's
usually in most
that's what it is.
relationships? Most agreements. It's a give and take.
Now listen, I am in trouble because I'm so late taking breaks. I'm in trouble.
This report is brought to you by Firestone Complete Auto Care.
There's a couple of highway crashes to watch out for when you drive across town. Northbound I-25 at Arapahoe. Watch out for wreck there, backing you up to Lincoln. Southbound at 120th on the north end. Crash there's got you backed up to Northwest Parkway. And a crash southbound 225 at Yosemite that's going to clog you all the way back to Parker. Off-highway wreck in the cleanup stages at 8th and Spear. And southbound Colorado remains shut down between Mississippi and Louisiana for yet another water main break. The weather forecast going to be hot today with a high near 97. Tonight mostly
Crazy longest running.
No cheese. No tomato.
I'm the longest running automotive.
Drew gets a VLT with no cheese. It makes no sense.
I just realized that on the way, and it's more.
I can probably say because you're not. Rolly's not here.
But yeah, he's done. So I've taken that position in the throne. I just all I need is the hat and the jacket.
Nightclub?
And you have a jacket?
Yeah. And you got to move to the middle of nowhere.
Nightclub on which.
And then paying 20 minutes away. And yeah, exactly. Hey, you tried to hook that crap too.
No onions.
Well, it is 20 minutes from downtown. I mean, from outer edge of Denver, isn't it?
20 minutes from Kansas.
No onions.
But with the yellow pepper.
No, it's 20 minutes from Denver, man.
Hot peppers, like, with
No
hot,
way,
is
Jose.
that an
Maybe by your helicopter.
with hot peppers?
12 pounds off. 25 grams.
That's your goal, or that's what you've done? Good for you.
Yeah. Last month I lost 14 days. Open up, but not a
12 pounds in
Mark's
25
lost like
days.
40 pounds in 6 months.
That's ambitious.
And I'm down.
What's happening?
Intermittent fasting. Did what? How much?
Mark, you've lost 40 pounds in 6-8 months, something like that?
You're looking great, man. I'm getting it off.
You know how I did
Hey,
it?
he's taken.
You ready how I did it?
Tell me.
Pizza, carbs, beer.
No, he didn't. He did fasting. What about you? What do you want?
5,000 calories a day.
The nightclub?
Basically just, I eat once a day, man. That's probably the magic right there.
And then he used to fast.
Like yesterday, literally, you know what I ate
Still does
yesterday?
intermittent.
What did I eat yesterday?
Chips. And
I ate a fucking bag of Doritos, a little mini bag of Doritos. That's all I ate yesterday. Yeah, a lot of times I've been doing it 8 months. A lot of times I'm not even fucking hungry anymore. So the other thing is when you're not hungry, you don't eat. If I am hungry, 4 o'clock rolls around, shit, I might eat till 6, man. I might eat a steak and some chicken and shit.
Wow. And food tastes so much better.
Fuck yeah, it does, man.
Oh.
Like we're going out to we're going out to Ruth Chris tonight before the play.
All right. Oh, I thought.
And I'll eat a fucking ribeye this big, man.
One with the bone-in?
I'll get that
I like
bone-in
that
ribeye
bone-in,
and
man.
that
That's
sizzling
like a
plate.
handle, man. That's a steak and a half right there.
Fill it over to Tom.
Very good.
Why would you be stupid?
What's that?
Tourists reached out the freaking van window to touch the lion.
Touch him? No, you didn't.
Yeah.
That thing will drag you right
Who
out the
did?
window.
What happened?
Some ding-dong tourist in the...
Is it a real video?
Yeah.
What did they do?
It is so far.
They reached out to touch the lion, and pisses it off.
Like a real lion.
Yeah.
It doesn't get them, but it's not.
Yeah, they're just hanging out in the shade from the truck.
It didn't get out of its car, did he?
No, well, did you see the one the other day where the cheetah jumped into the freaking truck car?
I would like to go on one of these safaris.
A cheetah can kill you, man. Let me see. What is that? How do they?
Here in just a second, he's close enough, and he reaches out and pisses him off.
I could
He kind of
probably
lunges a
outrun a
little bit at the truck.
Who's filming it?
I don't know, they're terrible though.
Yeah, like that's a good question.
It's probably not.
So he reaches up and touches where he sticks out. And now he just kind of gets irritated. Now he'll just kind of lunge. And look how open that door is, man. You're like,
Yeah, he's a fucking They don't realize that's that's his shit, man.
Yeah.
They're in his shit.
Grab that lever and slide it over, sunshine.
So you barked at him there.
Oh yeah, see, they're talking about here, the sheet of the.
He was going to try to pet him. He was
going
going to try to pet him.
Cheetahs can run up to 13
Just
miles
last
per hour.
month.
You know,
They got the one on their back.
That's my problem. I get lost on YouTube. That sucks. I do. I get one, right? And then it goes to another, then another, and I get so...
Man, you know what? I have been watching some of the crashes. Have you seen some of the crash ones?
This video is unbelievable.
The stuff that they can.
Greatest trick players in baseball. So, but I'm not sure whether...
That has to do with the animals.
When's the last time you actually fasted 3 days?
Oh, I did a 2 day.
Wait, did he get him?
I don't get him. Not a 3 day. Not for.
Why was
He
that
made
a
it look-
trick?
he made it
Last
look like
time
he
I
threw it.
would've told
He
him.
kept the
Oh,
ball.
Jesus, like he threw it back.
Yeah, he just kept the ball.
It is weird though. Like yesterday, literally.
Oh, I know it from
200 calorie bag of chips.
That's bad.
Which is not good.
Tom Martino.
Looking for solar, this is a dependable company we've checked out. Thousands of systems in operation. Go to gocamsolar.com/troubleshooter. Gocamsolar.com/troubleshooter. Put in your information. They'll get back to you within 20 minutes with a 20-year performance estimation, and then they guarantee that along with 20 years for equipment, okay? And this is the way to do it. You buy the system, low-cost financing and tax rebates, no money out of pocket, immediate savings. GoCamSolar.com/troubleshooter. When you buy, it doesn't complicate the sales of your house, you know. Okay, let's go to the phones. I'm going to try to get some stuff out here if I can. What do we got? Shoot, my phone. I hate when it... Do you hear that? Okay, folks, hold on. Hear that?
That is the sound
every day
his phone makes every time a Chinese kid jumps off one of those buildings building iPhones.
Now, here's what I don't understand, okay? Yeah. Honest to God, I got to stop it now. That noise randomly on my phone daily, but sometimes 2 times a day, sometimes once. There are no notifications. There are no messages. There are no apps running. Even Mikey checked. No updates. It's just that sound randomly. And it's not just every day. Sometimes I'll go 3 or 4 days, it never does it. I went a month one time, it didn't do it. Then it just does it. I have no idea what it is.
So you're saying it's out of your control?
Yeah. Ned, so if anybody knows, let me know. Ned, what's going on with your 02 GMC Sierra?
Hi, Tom.
Hey.
It's an 02 GMC Sierra quadra steer, which means the back wheel steer as the front.
What?
Yeah. Do you know anything about the quad steer? It's rear
It's a quad steer. Okay, so we get it. So what's the problem with it?
When I'm driving it lately, for the past few months, when I'm going in a straight line, the back end wants to steer without me steering it at all.
All right, hold on one second.
That's a problem.
We will come back to this. We're going to Google this situation, Ned. We also have Nick, Rosanna, Michael. All of you stay on the line.
Have you been lied to?
You know, yesterday, it was at about this same time. I wish you'd write down the time.
Consistent.
Okay.
But look, there are no...
10:58.
So have you looked in your reminders?
Yes.
And looked into your apps that can
He
notify?
turned every notification off on every app all the way down.
But there's no message.
But the notifications related
And
to
it doesn't
notify.
It doesn't do anything.
No notifications. I don't know what it is.
It's an angel getting their wings.
What is it?
I tell you, it's a Chinese kid committing suicide.
Well, that
and the sound.
It's
crazy. It's not one of our sounds either.
It's not in your tone, man?
No.
And it won't turn off until he
It's
stops.
connected to an app. Has to be.
No apps are running.
But it doesn't matter. It's in the background running.
No, I'm telling you,
He turned every app off so it doesn't, even if you reboot your phone, they don't turn on until you turn the app on.
And it does that.
And it still did.
What did Apple say?
The problem is he's going to have to show up at the Apple store and sit there for a day.
And then make it happen.
That's what I mean. How are you going to do it? It sounds like Chinese music too, doesn't it?
No.
I think it does.
This doesn't sound like the ordinary. Ding, ding.
How do you turn it off?
Huh?
How do you turn it off?
If I hit this button,
There it is.
What is it?
Video of a woman gets out of a car.
Oh, I did see
in
this.
the zoo.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I did see that.
It's either one of these.
Did she get killed?
Nothing you can get.
Big time. Big time kill.
The size of this animal is just insane.
I'm surprised.
I have no notifications on this.
European Asian.
No notifications. That's got to be.
So, out of the car. That's the type of tigers that are in this pen.
She's getting into the pen?
She's out of her car going to the other side.
Oh, this is like a drive.
Yeah.
Is she a fucking nut?
Well, she can't walk.
What are they doing? A Chinese fire
I
drill?
wonder if somebody did this for me.
They are. They're doing. Oh my God! Holy shit!
He runs after her. What are you
runs
gonna
after
do? What are you gonna do?
Oh my God! Then he gets his kid
She
out of
gets
the
out
car.
of her car in a zoo.
Watch
This is
what's
a
that?
zoo.
It's a fucking zoo, dude.
You mean safari?
Safari.
Whatever.
Where you drive through,
Yeah.
right?
Watch.
Oh, wait. Oh my God. Oh my God. Who got the dragon?
Watch the
Watch
kid.
this. Watch the kid gets up. Mom's getting eaten right now.
Well, they're trying to help.
Look, there's the safari guys. Thank God.
Was
That's it.
she killed?
Yeah.
Pretty sure one of those two ladies got killed.
Yeah, she was killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I originally saw the story.
They were doing like a switch and drive, Chinese fire drill, switching, driver and passenger. It looked like.
Apparently these happen way more than we think.
Oh, they do.
Let me see.
Yeah. Did you see that? Show Dan that real quick.
Yeah, you just add this to it. This is an add-on.
Show Dan that.
Oh, no,
Drop your pad.
it's not a surface, man.
No, this is my pad.
Yeah, but what is this called? What is
You can just buy it. It's next trend, I think it is. New trend. Yeah, you just buy these on
You gotta see it,
Amazon.
dude. I mean, she.
Yeah, you
It's
just drop
dead.
this in. It locks in.
What do you look up on YouTube? What is it like?
It's not YouTube. It's some weird thing. YouTube, I don't think would show that.
Can I buy one for my pro?
Yeah. Oh, they have some bad ones, man. Real nice.
Okay, well, I'm going to
What size is
Google it.
yours?
What's it called? Next trend?
Next trend, I think it was. Yeah, next trend. They're fabulous.
Can you bring that up again now?
Yeah.
They said it was good. And what was the site that you had?
I go to YouTube on this one.
Oh, it is.
Did you get that number I want you to call? I just sold the tickets. I got 400 apiece for them.
Here's another one. You want to see that one again?
Yeah, I never got to see it.
You see this one. This is one of Tiger Mall's. This one. So let me go.
I gave him the bolo.
Is
This
this
is a different one.
in
No, this is a
China?
different one.
Our tickets for the plane tonight.
Yeah, these people are out of the car.
I think I can get 500 apiece for them. She still wants to go. I want to fucking sell
Someone's just gonna get that.
There it is.
Would you pay for them?
them. Whatever I got it through just face value, probably $1.25 each, I would guess. 75% profit.
You could sell them for $5 apiece.
We got season tickets. I'll sell like Anastasia. I'll sell this year. I do want to see Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I want to see Tommy big time, man. Tommy's going to be great.
That stuff is too far for us, man.
No,
hard
this
to
is
come up
the
with.
start from the beginning. I want to show you where she would go. Somebody's opening
You'd come up for, I mean, I'm sure you've seen a game up here, though,
Oh yeah,
right?
of course we're gonna move. We come up, we do day stuff, come
Still
up to
take
the
the bus.
stuff like that. Holy cow! It's hard to come up and do night things.
You've been up to
do
the
a show at Red Rocks or something. That's like,
Yeah.
get home at 2 o'clock. I haven't
Easily
These
2 o'clock.
people doing out of the
No.
freaking car.
I think the Denver Zoo is actually a decent zoo.
Yeah.
It's not as cool as the one this lady went to.
Yeah.
It's not as interactive.
No, that one.
Interactive. Yeah, that's right.
So the car behind me gets the full frontal view.
Oh,
I think that cat took her head off.
I'm sure it cut it.
They go right for the throat. Snap it.
And look at how quick it grabs her. And just
What in
goes her
the,
right
what in the
off.
world would make you get out of the vehicle, though?
Maybe she don't see it.
You don't realize how strong they are. They're just so brutal.
Oh, we're nothing. I mean, literally nothing compared to that thing.
That's a scary. It's called next trend, right?
That's what happened in
Yeah.
Neanderthals.
T-R-E-N-T. Trent.
Is it
T-R-E-N-T.
next or
They were
next?
stronger, bigger, everything.
Is that next?
We were
No.
smarter.
New trend.
Oh, new trend.
N-E-W-T-R-E-N-T.
How much Neanderthal do
trend.
you have in you? Did you look?
55%.
Percent?
Yeah, I can't remember how they worded it.
There's no way you're 55% Neanderthal, dude. You look like Herman Munster.
Neanderthal? Did they actually
No,
put down a percentage of Neanderthal?
Oh, fuck yeah.
No.
Oh, absolutely they do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think
Well, if you're not Neanderthal, what is the other one?
Homo sapiens. What we are, Homo sapiens. We're like, he's probably 99.3% Neanderthal.
I can't find Nutrend.
He couldn't even help that moment. Just letting you know the percentage.
it feels good.
It's cold out.
It's cold.
And my tooth, I brush it every day.
The Troubleshooter.
So
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the only show of its kind anywhere in the universe. This hour brought to you by Ideal Home Loans for your next ideal home loan. We are giving help, information, referrals each and every day on this show. We're proud of it. We love recovering money, cash, merchandise, exchanges, refunds, and services. Today is car day. Alaramas Pro Auto Care. Jeff Kimmer with, Jeff Vick with Kimmer Transmission and Bola Schnoike with Honest Accurate Auto. We are here to help you. So you don't have to call about cars, but cars are the main topic today. And as I said, Ideal Home Loans for your next ideal home loan. I am urging people to get the pre-approval. Now, they do a lot of services, including custom term loans and interest rate guarantees and credit optimization for people who want to do better than just getting approved. But here's the deal. Pre-approvals are done. They're done. You are approved. Not qualified, done. You just need an appraisal, and then it's like a cash deal. They fund within a few days. So you can actually get your sales offer to the top of the heap. 303-867-7000, idealhomeloans.com.
I'm chomping at the bit.
What?
I told you a week ago what I thought that noise was, and you dismissed it.
What is
Now I certainly know what it is.
No, what is it?
Tile. It's your Tile app. Someone's hitting the Tile thing somewhere on you.
No, they're not.
It's Tile. It's Tile, it's Tile, it's Tile.
Well, just remove all the tiles.
Remove Tile app and your thing is gone.
No, hold on. So let me, if I hit this, no, Mark.
No, you don't have to hit yours, other people's, because when another tile's around, your thing connects and sees another tile. It's
but it
Tile.
seems to happen at the same time every day, Mark.
No, it doesn't happen at the same time.
Oh.
I assure you it's
Here's what this guy said.
Suzanne, I know it's not the same time.
I thought it was.
It just happened to be
Here's
yesterday.
what Vince says. Ready?
Yeah, yes.
The tune on Tom's iPhone is from a Tile locator, and then he's got a link to the actual sound. A Tile is a device you can attach, blah, blah, blah.
Let's find it. Where? Did you forward it to me, too?
I'd get rid of the Tile. I didn't see it.
Suzanne,
Mark
just uninstall
Mark,
the Tile.
First, please.
Yes, you got
show me this. Oh, there it is.
You've got it.
I want to hear the sound first to see if it's telling. How do we get...
You can play it through that system.
It is not the Tile sound, though.
It's
not
Tile.
Well, Mark, you make that conclusion. Maybe it is, but...
When have I been wrong?
Well, first of all, you're not the one.
That too.
Wait, first of all, he's not the one that came up with it. So whether he's right or wrong,
I said over a week ago it was Tile, and you said no, it's not Tile.
Well, here's the deal. I can tell you what does. This is Tile.
That's your Tile.
No. What would another Tile have to do with my phone?
Any Tile around. If these guys had a Tile, right, I think your phone would make that sound. If someone was...
Oh, Mark, they couldn't.
Oh my God, it's Tile.
Mark.
Lunch?
Mark, first of all, just wait, okay?
Okay.
The idea that someone else's Tile would tone a phone, how could they sell an app like that? Or you're saying accidentally toning my phone? Because if all it took was for a Tile to be in proximity, well, how do you sell an app like that, that if anyone has a Tile anywhere...
I don't have Tile. I don't understand Tile.
Okay,
I don't care about Tile.
Let me explain,
but I'm telling you that's Tile.
Let me explain how it works. Tile is a proximity alarm. You have to be within a range in order to make it sound. Now, when you're not in range, it sends a ping to the GPS as to where it is. The idea is you find the general area, then you get in that general area, and when you're close enough to ping it, you hit the button and it makes a sound. So, in other words, if I wanted to ping my keys, all I do is go to the Tile app, and I'm going to let you hear it, or my card. Here's my ID badge. I say find, okay? It tells me where it is. Now, here's the sound. Can you hear that on the air?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so that's the sound, though. So I don't understand that song. So I wish that guy that, if he could call us...
He must be listening.
No, I want him to call us. If that's it, I'd love to know that. But I don't get what would cause to do it. What would, like, if I was thinking, this is my ID card, if I sat on this tile and I press it,
gee,
oh
what happened? Wait a minute. Now, what the hell just happened?
Wow.
Hold on.
That was an amazing moment.
Can you imagine that? It was
Wait,
tile.
It's wonderful.
Ladies and gentlemen.
But hold on. I didn't know it could.
But Mark.
Mark, stop. Honest to God, stop. Really. I'm serious. I need to say something. What I don't understand is the purpose of it, because it's not finding the tile, it's finding the phone. In other words, now how do I make it stop?
Maybe the tile app does reverse. You can find your phone through the tile.
But why would they do that? See, now, this is what was happening. I had this ID badge in my pocket with a tile on it. Honest to God. So when I hit it, when I would sit on it a certain way, this frickin' thing, hold on, this is amazing.
You know what's odd,
we need to give that guy a prize. We need to give him a prize.
A date with
Mark. He can come in the studio and hang out with us.
I want to do it one more time, make sure. Now, why isn't it doing it now? See that?
Maybe it can only do it X amount of time.
Maybe that's a coincidence, Mark, because it's not doing it now.
Al, please help me.
It's not doing it now. Nope.
I do want to get a shout out.
It's not doing it. Anyway,
relevant
I'm
to the show.
Roseanne. Okay, who do you want to give? Rosanna, hang on one second.
How we met. Quality First Plumbing.
Go ahead.
I had a problem with my AC system. They came out of one of the commercial buildings. They did some repairs. Thing kept messing up. He finally said, look, what we spent to try to fix this stuff ain't getting it. Let's throw a new unit on. Took every penny, put it up there, knocked it out, did a phenomenal job. This guy's got my business the rest of my life. Period. They're that good.
Okay, Rosanna.
Yeah.
What did you wanted to give feedback too? This is weird that Al just happened to say this and you wanted to call about what?
Oh, I just had two things. I wanted to give a shout-out for the referral list. We used Proform Concrete. They poured a new patio for us. They did an amazing job.
Well, thank you for using
And I just really thought that they needed to be given kudos for that. And then my next question is, so we are people who generally buy our automobiles with cash.
Yeah.
But because we did the patio, we're a little under right now, and my van is acting up, and so we've been playing with the idea of getting a car loan for the first time in ever. Okay. Where would you go if you had to do something like that in terms of getting the best loan? Would you do it through your bank? Would you do it through a dealer? And then
I would not go through a dealer ever. Now that doesn't mean they have bad loans. Okay, they don't. But dealers have loans to facilitate sales and to make money, and they almost, I don't know, they're almost always more expensive. But the only way to really know that is to do it. And that means you get pre-approved by your bank for a certain amount, or your lender, or whoever, and then compare it to the dealer. Because a dealer might want to put it up a few you know, points. I don't mean like full points, but basis points. They might want to increase in order to make some money. And that's the thing. So you have to figure out what's the best deal based on the actual loan as opposed to a general statement. So I can't tell you that. Now, if you're going to finance, there are a couple people get in trouble with financing, okay, in two ways. They shop only monthly payment, or they simply pay too much. Either way, they're both kind of the same. If you shop monthly payment, people can stretch out payments or manipulate it to look like you're getting a good deal, but you're upside down in the car. Negative equity in a car has been the downfall of many. Many bankruptcies and poor credit situations start when a kid is 18 and he buys a car, or she buys a car, and then they get the gimmies. They never keep a car. Because even if you make a bad deal, if you keep it and pay it off completely, you won't have a negative equity snowball. The problem is where they trade in a car before it's paid off, and they owe more than it's worth. And that negative chunk gets financed into the next car, then into the next car, until finally I knew one kid who was 19 or 20 years old that had an old piece of garbage, and he owed $1,000 on it. He could no longer refinance because no one would do it. He had an 8-year loan, and he was buried. And he could never, ever get another car, and he couldn't afford to keep this one. So the only thing I say is make sure you negotiate a price that is truly a price indicative of that car, and do not base it on financing. The basing it on financing gets you in trouble. If it's not a good buy, it's not a good buy, even if the payment is what you can make.
So if you were me, would you do private party loan through your bank and then go that route, or would you go dealer?
I would get pre-approved and then compare it. First, pre-approved, and then compare. Because if a dealer knows you already have a loan, they can choose to give you what's called their buy rate. And no matter what, you're never going to beat their buy rate. Their buy rate is their wholesale rate, and then they add to it in order to make money. So if you go and get a rate of 4%, they might say, we got a 3.5 or 3.25. What were you going to say, Al?
What about Blinker? Will you direct to there? They do financing as well.
Blinker does financing as well.
And they have the options to lend.
They have great rates and great options. Again, compare it to your own. There's nothing. That's what you do. You compare it. And what is your credit?
Is great.
What is your credit rating?
It's I don't know the number, but it's way, way high. So I'm not concerned about being approved or anything, but I am concerned about getting the best bang for my buck.
Was it a new car? I missed that.
No, used.
Okay.
We never buy new.
Got it. His advice is spot on. It's perfect.
Yep. Okay, so it is. But here's the problem, man.
If it's a new car, though, sometimes, Tom, they'll have the 0%. Which is worth doing through the dealer.
Beat that.
The guy who wrote, you didn't write to us, you wrote to KHOW. When we asked what that noise was, it does seem to be tied. Even though I can't do it consistently every couple of times I touch this. Yeah, there it is. If you have to click it twice to make it happen. So it must be built into the tile.
That explains how random. We had another guy on Facebook or somewhere that says the tile does work both ways. You can find your phone by using the tile.
So you're confirming what Mark said like 2 weeks ago, but it's amazing that it works reverse. So here's what I want to do. If you're listening, come on in as a common man, and I'll buy you lunch. Really, it would be a lot of fun.
Did that make Mark right? Or
yeah, well, before he was, but here's why I didn't think it was tile. Because why would your phone sound when you're looking for something that creates
Well, and you didn't realize you were somehow hitting it. It's still kind of weird how you're hitting the button.
Sometimes it would happen like at home when it was on my bedstand, but I don't know what tile I was
playing. What's going on?
Anyway, I am so happy this mystery is solved.
Do you use tile? In all honesty,
yes,
you do.
Yes.
Well, I see you use it. Have you ever lost something and actually recovered it? Oh, wow.
Here's what happens. First, it gives you a general proximity, a circle, based on GPS. Because it's not going to trigger the sound unless you're within that circle. Now, once you know, oh, I left it at the condo. Now you go to the condo, because you can see it on the map. Now you go to the condo, and then you press the button and can hear it. But if you press the button here and it's in the condo, it won't make the sound. So it's got 2 stages. First, general area, and then the specific area. I love them. They're called tiles, and I lose stuff, so I put it on my ID card and on my keys. But now I often wondered, how do I find my phone? This tells me now I can reverse do it to find my phone. All right, enough on the tile, right? 303-713-TALK. We did not forget about Ned and his quad steering. I promise you. We'll talk about that coming up. Art of Granite will save you money each and every time. You can prove it to yourself by getting a price on the phone. Just call and ask, what will my project cost? Give them some measurements and an idea of scope. artofgranite.net. Now, they are slam busy. Why? Because they're good. But I urge you to wait, and you will save money. Once engaged, the whole thing will take 1 to 3 weeks. 303-386-5919. Art of Granite, a direct stone importer serving the Front Range and mountain communities. artofgranite.net. Get your price on the phone, 303-386-5919. That's how proud he is. He tears out and hauls away free, does the bathroom free when you do the kitchen, 303-386-5919.
I can't. It's happening. It worked.
This report is brought to you by
No, you can't lie.
Auto Care.
There's quite a few slow spots in the highway drive across Metro Area freeway system. Lots of people getting an early start to the holiday.
Yeah, you don't understand. I was
the big delays on I-25 both
I might have to reset my phone. I am so happy.
God, that would have been crazy. And then you would have reinstalled tile, and the same problem would have came back.
Oh my God!
It would have been insane. You would have been fucking. You would have hung yourself.
If I did this twice, ready? Now that's what it is. Wow. So I have to. Oh fuck! So I was doing that in my pocket.
You just went to the Apple Store. They would have done it.
They would have known. How would anyone? Mike didn't know.
No, those geeks over there know all that shit.
Yeah. Why did that guy know right away?
Probably
did.
He probably uses his tile.
He probably loses his phone.
Okay, guys. So, email question. What would you do if you were told there's antifreeze in your oil, it's coming from the intake manifold gasket? Is the engine ruined? That's a head job, right?
So it could potentially be ruined, depending on how long it's been in there.
Or if there's a ton of miles, why rebuild the top?
Does it say what kind of vehicle it is?
I'm going to tell them to call it.
Because,
Suzanne, I am so happy!
Because it's terribly common.
I was going to have
Here's the funny part. If he reset everything, he would have reinstalled tile and had the same problem.
Only your problem does this happen to.
They can't. I mean, how many times have you seen a,
So you gotta get, so the tile, then what are you gonna do?
It's got antifreeze in there.
Can you do the settings so it doesn't go off like that for your tile?
Well, don't touch it, but I think what I have to do is this. I'm going to use this feature when I misplace my phone. I love the idea.
They're going to make a trade. The training now, they are. You got to cover up.
Yes, thank you for reminding me.
You want to see what our audience is? Look at this.
What is it?
This is car giveaway through July 28th. I don't think we'll be back up here.
Okay, look.
Well, you know who's calling too.
You've got thumbs up,
Still taking
love, which is hard,
every
and
year.
then pride. Okay? Look at this.
We got a minute.
This, by far, and there's 37 of them. This, by far, is 30 bucks. This is sport. This, 2 people. That tells you what our audience is. Can you believe that shit?
You got a problem with that stuff? Don't even screw with it. With the phaser issues on the floor.
Yeah.
They only threw one person out of it. Put a motor in the car.
Was it like usual, holding up a bullshit sign or something?
I don't think it was on the other side, and they said, don't go after the protester, just hold up your sign like I gave you there, and say, Trump, 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 and they'll
even on my
come and get them out of there.
4,000 to 5,000 miles, that's it.
Probably 7 years
I've got 12
That's
4,000 miles.
So everybody got around and Trump.
That's exactly what they did.
And then they so they don't even, shit, he doesn't even get any recognition in that. I watched the whole thing. I never saw it happen.
Right.
They were panning a lot.
I have to go get Mac and
wood pan. You saw that. You saw everybody.
Well, Trump asked for them to do that, and half of them probably did.
Okay, who had
CNN,
with,
I was told, only did a little section of like the governor.
One for Al.
There was 2 of the guys that when he said fake media.
I sent you a hot
lead. That actually smiled and waved to him.
Number 9
probably a dozen media up there.
Oh.
2 of them actually waved, smiled, and waved at it. That I think was
I don't know what they said, no tomatoes.
The rest of the people just get there.
Who had a 16 on? I don't know.
Oh, probably maybe Drew.
No, he got the BLT.
I sent you a hot lead, Dan. Call him right away.
This should be the Italian.
Yeah, that's an Italian. They're all Italian nuts. Number 9 is Italian. I didn't order, so I have no idea. Mark, I kid you not.
I just sent you a hot lead. Just concentrate on that.
But there's...
What?
You act like I don't do shit for honest accurate. There's no phone number.
They just...
I thought it...
What do you mean
there's no phone number, so I sent him an email asking him to call. Here's info for honest accurate car giveaway. So BLT said.
Thank you.
Yeah, you keep this Mark in line.
Hey guys, we're back. Hi, Tom Martino, stem cell therapy.
About because there's so much phony baloney stuff. So let me just get right to it. If it's a chiropractor most likely are getting fake stem cell therapy. If they have amniotic fluid, you're definitely getting fake stem cell therapy. The only living stem cell therapy is harvested on site, redelivered with imagery. Centeno Schultz, from the beginning, doing it the right way. Please pass that around if people have painful joints and shoulders and hands and arms. But Centeno Schultz even, believe it or not, can heal Achilles problems. Can you believe that? And joints and all that, and ACL tears. 303-963-9201. 963-9201. All right, so this quad steering, Ned, the reason you've been on hold, we've been researching this, and you say that even when you're not turning, you're driving down the street, the rear wheels will start to turn. Is that right, Ned?
Yes, it'll shift. It's kind of scary.
And it's so the back end starts moving out from the front end. Right?
We'll not put it on the highway.
What's that?
Even going. Are you there?
Yeah. So what happens? You're driving and the rear end starts moving.
Yeah, it'll go to the right and it'll come back straight, then it'll shift to the left a little.
Bola, how are they operated? By the steering wheel, or is it like a linkage, or what? How does it work, Bola?
You know,
hold on one sec, Bola, quickly.
I'm not super familiar with quad steers. There's just not that many of them out there.
I've just been sitting here reading up on it. I mean, you've got sensors that go back and forth. So as you're moving the steering wheel, it accommodates the back. You've got yaw sensors. You've got
so could you have a sensor going bad, triggering the rear?
Could definitely cause something like that. The modules themselves.
Maybe I have jacked up the rear end, and I could actually take the passenger rear wheel and actually move it back and forth. So I'm thinking it's more of a
mechanical.
Like a loose.
That's mechanical, absolutely. You should not be able to move it at all. So the way those electronics, they put those into Preludes.
So
they
it's
put them in many of the cars.
In other words.
So if he physically grabs it, that wheel should not move at all. Okay. So what he needs to look at is that linkage that goes to that assembly. They're controlled in a variable steer based off the speed of the vehicle. It has to have that input and sensor because it'll turn with the wheels as the speed increases and take counter wheels in your parking lots.
If it's not connected properly, then it'll just drift.
Yeah, well, you might have a joint that goes out because remember that now it's articulating, going up and down and turning, and so you have joints that can fail on those.
Do both of them move freely?
No, it's just the passenger rear.
Well, I think you found the problem, a mechanical connection.
And I would really address that with some concern because you don't want any of those link members to be loose that can snap. You don't know the condition.
So
all the links are tight. I've checked all the links. I know basically where it's at, where it's doing it. I just have a problem finding someone that will work on it. I called a few shops, and they don't know nothing about it. So
all right, let's talk about that. Where are you located?
I'm located in Westminster.
Okay, Westminster. Okay, well,
we'd fix that absolutely. I have.
Listen, if you go to
Gold Diamond Techs that are working for me that have been doing this stuff for years, that's not that tough.
Listen, here's what you do. Al is with Pro Auto Care, 303proauto.com. Go to the referral list and see if somebody's closer that works on them. They'll be honest enough to tell you. I don't think, is it that much of a weird thing that people would not work on it, Al?
Well, people aren't familiar with it, and you have to have the ability to communicate with your lab scope, your scanner, and read it and know, because it is speed sensitive, and it's a safety thing, and they don't want to mess with it.
But at the same time, it doesn't sound like it's a quadristeer issue anyways. If it's just a tie rod, anybody's going to be able to fix that. Just take it in so much they can see it.
That's a good point. Without telling them it's quad, just say you have a mechanical linkage problem with steering. Although I would probably tend to go to somebody who likes to work on them and has done it before. But as Bola says, it's more of just a tie rod. Greg, you want to talk about robocalls? Because I've been talking about this scam, a guilty conscience shakedown, where they blackmail you saying they know your secret and they're going to tell your wife if you don't send bitcoins. But this is a robocall we've heard, and they tell you you're going to go to jail, right?
Yeah, it says an arrest warrant was issued.
Yeah, those are never genuine.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I just wanted to know if other people are experiencing it.
Yes, they are. And what does this want you to do?
Just call back a number. It's originating in Jackson, Mississippi.
Did you call back?
No.
I think you should. I think you should. Or hold on, off the air. Would you give us the number off the air? Let's do it. All right, hold on. Suzanne, get that number off the air. Maybe we'll have some fun with it. What's going on with Braylon? Hey, Braylon, what's happening?
Tom Martino.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I had a 2001 Audi TT that I had traded in to this dealership.
Yeah.
I got a hot rod, somewhat Subaru, and the guy that sold it to me, he was bragging about how the previous owner put in a lot of money to soup this car up. So that caught my eye. I'm a young guy, of course. That's going to catch my eye. A nice dealership.
Tell me about the Subaru. What year?
2009.
Okay, an 09 Subaru. And so what's the problem?
Well, about a month or so, a couple weeks to a month, the engine blows.
How many miles on this?
119.
119,000. When you bought it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And did you have it checked out?
Hello?
Did you have it checked out, Braylon? Did you bring it to a shop to have it checked?
I did not, because this is a high-end dealership.
What's the name of the dealership?
Alcera Chevrolet, South. There's a north and a south in Colorado Springs.
Okay.
South.
Do you know about them, Bola? They've been around a long time, Bola?
Absolutely. They're Mike Maroney now. No longer
Maroney,
Alcera.
okay. So, listen, there's still no reason not to get it checked. You should always get it checked, but you didn't. It's too late. And in writing, did they put down anything about the car, like it's in perfect condition or it's been worked, anything at all about it?
They put...
What were you... any guarantees? Any warranties?
Yes, I did have a warranty, yes, but because of all the aftermarket parts, I brought it to everywhere and different auto mechanic shops, but because of the aftermarket parts being on the car, it voided my warranty.
Did you buy a warranty from them?
I did. Yes,
how much was the warranty?
$2,000.
Well, if they sold, did you pay that up front or is that in the loan?
Up front. That was up front.
You did not pay that in the loan. You wrote a check for $2,000.
Yes.
You should get that money back because they, in essence...
I did.
Okay.
They did give me that money back. They did.
That's all they have to do. They don't have to fix it.
But, okay, so my car breaks down. I had to use one of my mom's cars to get to work and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I got my car towed, that Subaru towed to the Alcera Chevrolet. Their mechanic was looking at it and whatnot. They found an engine for me.
Good.
That was $10,000.
What?
That sounds about right for one of those.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
Why?
They're just expensive. It's a turbo, right?
Correct.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Good price.
What?
So they go north of that, absolutely.
All right, listen. So what's your question, Braylon?
Okay, so I'm at 21% interest rate.
Oh, my God. You never can come out of this. Yeah.
I did come out. I'm sitting with a brand new car right now, but that to the side, I'm just, that's not cool. That
Braylon, how did this happen? Wait. So you were facing a $10,000 or more bill with a Subaru that's an 09 $119,000.
And I'm paying monthly payments. And
are you still paying that car?
No.
No, where is that car?
That car is sitting at
Did you trade it in?
I did.
Okay, they took it in trade. How much negative equity did you have to finance into the next deal?
About $10,000.
So you had to pay $10,000 in order to get out of the deal, basically, and they built it into the next loan.
Correct.
And do you have manageable monthly payments?
I do. Yes,
well, you know what? Then you're lucky, because Braylon, the only way to get out of this is to keep paying that new car until it's done. Is it a new car, or is it a brand new car?
2017 Subaru.
So it was used.
No, it was brand new.
Okay, good.
43 miles on it.
Oh, okay, good. So how many year loan do you have?
About a 6-year loan.
All right, you need it because you'll have tremendous negative equity if you try to do it again. If you keep this for 6 years, you're going to come out okay and just baby that thing and keep it 6 years. But other than that, were you hoping you could get some of your money back or money reimbursed or what?
That's not cool for I'm used to buying cars off of Colfax, little dealerships that, that they throw everything in your face and you drive it and a bunch of different problems.
Don't these souped-up cars usually break first?
But what he's saying is he's saying because it's a big reputable dealer, they should pay for it. But
it's all souped up and stuff.
Rights don't change.
That thing was driven hard before he
and how would they even know that, though?
Yeah. And because he got it, it had that vertical pedal on the right. I guarantee he mashed on that a bunch of times. The connecting rods got loose and it spun a bearing. Those cars are notorious for that. I've had multiple.
I guess what we're saying, Braylon, is the dealer did not do anything wrong. They sold you a used car, and as is. Now
they wouldn't have known it was going to do that.
No, they don't. There's no way to know, and there's no way to disguise
the only thing they did do wrong, they presented a warranty that was not applicable because of aftermarket parts, but then they refunded every penny of it. So I'm saying, Braylon, that you pretty much came out pretty good. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. What was the original price on this car?
The car that I bought from Alcera?
The 09. Up, the 09.
Yeah.
That was about 30.
Okay, if you only had to pay 10 to get out of it, and you paid 30 for this car, they tried to work with you, in my opinion. Now, what is your new monthly payment?
My new it's because of it being brand new. My interest rate did drop, but I'm still paying around the same.
What's your monthly payment?
$624.
I'm going to tell you something right now. This is my opinion. You came out good. For the situation you could have been in, you are smelling like a rose.
And if your credit gets a little better, log into Blinker, they might be able to refi you to a normal interest rate.
He's even lower, but not as low as he could be. So that's right. But keep the car the full 6 years. I got to take a break. I got to take this break. Raleigh House is addiction treatment at its best. They are providing a line that's free information for everyone who has an addict in their life because they know before any treatment, before anything can be done, people need information. What to look for, how to look for things, how to confront an addict, how much does rehabilitation cost, what are the different options, how much does it cost, and does insurance cover that? Call if you have any questions, anything at all, because that's the first thing you do is ask why, what, how, when, where. You can call them, and they're happy to answer all of your questions. It's free. There's no obligation. It's confidential. 720-893-5559. 720-893-5559. TheRaleighHouse.com.
Yeah, I saw that earlier today, actually.
No, I didn't believe it.
It's Deputy Dan. He was at the Trump rally.
Right on.
Check this out.
Bartle, North Dakota.
They had a little bubble up there, so they should have taken a left at Albuquerque.
Look at this shit. So there's 37 people that have done something. 34 of them are thumbs up. Okay? The heart is 3 of them. The sad face is 2. There's our audience. That represents that. Can you imagine? That's true.
So what percentage of that? You said 37, so that's probably
listen
6%.
Yeah. And when it comes to standing behind their product, if you need windows, doors, or siding,
he said it was like a rock concert, man.
I know that for sure.
I'll go when it comes here. Absolutely positive. I don't think he'd ever come here though. If he did, he'd go to the Springs.
No. He went there because of the Senate race.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why he'd ever come here.
What's his name?
Denver's always blue.
No. We have one blue senator, one red senator.
Oh yeah.
So when what's his name? Hopkins. Right. Who's the blue?
Blue is
Bennett. When he goes up for election,
maybe. Is he always golden or is it always close? I don't know.
I don't know. So, and maybe even the governor race he might come for.
I don't know how I'd vote. It depends who. Well, I'll tell you what. How the lefties are going now. Shit, I'd never be a Democrat again.
Oh, they've gone extreme.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
He's saying we had a nut that he called on.
Who's a nut?
Well, I talked to somebody who buys engines from that engine world all the time.
Yeah.
They come out in Japan. You can only have a car for 4 years. You got to change them over.
Yep.
So this place buys them. They bring them in. They pull a valve cover, oil pan. They really check them out. They do a leak down chest on them, and they warrant him if there's any problem at all.
So you think the guy was a nut?
Well, the guy I talked to said that there's a line that goes to a transmission modulator that gets hooked into the throttle body all the time. It sucks the transmission oil into the engine and causes it to smoke.
How come, you're saying in Japan they have to buy a new fucking engine every 4 years?
Yep, emissions from 4 years.
Holy shit, I'll never complain about California emissions again.
That's crazy. Get them right here in Colorado.
One problem with those engines, though, nobody changes oil on them or anything because they're going to throw them away.
Yeah.
Oh. So they're not cared for real well, but they really check them out.
They don't buy this because you can buy satellite motors.
Anyway, I got them in. It was 4 years. There's a leak down test before I do a start. No, I'm not going to have this mechanic.
They must not have even emissions checks over there.
It was,
they wouldn't need them.
No, you're not sending him over. And then I told
so they don't have classic cars?
That's my next question.
Yes. No, I'm dark skinned. They're racist.
False. Owning Snopes. Owning an older car in Japan is pretty much outlawed, and you have to change them every 3 or 4 years. This is not true. There are plenty of 10-year-old cars.
Do they have new engines, though? Because that's what he's saying.
It's the engine, just the engine.
All they're saying is it's a myth that you have to get another car every 3 or 4 years. Let me find out about it. Anyway, I'll bet you it's not true.
I can't help it.
No, it doesn't sound like it.
Crying again.
Is he emotional? Man, I'll tell you.
Yeah, another guy made cry.
Is it true that you have to have engines replaced after 50,000 miles? No. There is no requirement that this is Snopes. They're pretty good at 50,000 miles. But Japanese roadworthiness tests are incredibly strict and quite expensive, and many cars do not pass. Many do not. It is often more cost effective to buy a new one in 5 years rather than submit it for the shaking test. They do some kind of shaking test. Wow.
We need to take a trip to Japan and find this out.
Yeah. No, I talk to guys buy them all the time. He's real happy with them. Anyway,
the vehicles most Japanese vehicles are replaced under 50,000 miles.
License to practice law.
Wow, that's just weird. That must be one hell of a test. So what are you saying? If he hooks it up right, he won't have that problem?
Yeah, but he doesn't. He doesn't want help. He just wants to trash the place. He doesn't want to fix it.
He said he wanted pistons, rings, head gasket, head bolts.
Yeah,
while we're at it.
They've offered it to him. They just said if they do one test, a leak down test, they'd send it out. He won't do it.
Well, how would he do it?
Get it back on the air.
He can have it.
Well, he said he had a board show for crying out loud.
Get it back on the air.
Okay.
You're going to lamb
Let's get it back. I'm Tom Martino, and people are asking a couple questions on commercials I already did. SimplyFloorsInc.com, they want to know if there's a phone number because I only give a showroom at 52nd and Ward and the website, SimplyFloorsInc.com, for going on and doing an appointment. Mark, does he take phone calls? I think I'll give the number. I don't know. But I'm not going to give out his cell, but what number do we have for him? Do we have a phone number for him?
Hold on, we got it right here. 303-456-4660.
I want to put that on there then.
Yeah, you can always call, but
456 what, 50?
4660.
Okay, that's fine. Because he always said that just somebody wanted to know that. Thank you. That's all we needed. And it's, yes, you can call 303-456-4660. And then somebody else wanted to know about Flexident. And they wanted to know if we actually had cars repaired by them. Did you have the repair done yet, Mark, at Flexident?
Yeah. Oh, you kidding me? They knocked Suzanne's car out. Listen to this. 3 hours. We had probably 15 hits. It is absolutely beautiful, and he knocked $500 off.
Now, they said, I only gave the website on that. I swear I gave the phone number, Flexident. It's paintless dent repair. Let me just give it out. It's 303-619-6273. I did give out that number, FlexidentofColorado.com, but it's 303-619-6273. The thing about paintless dent repair, they do it the right way because they have 20 years. Each of them has 20 years experience, and Nick has even more. But they must, is it right, guys, to say they massage that out? They put the instruments underneath and basically...
You're working the metal.
Okay, now...
You're working the metal.
Is it true that if you had major hail damage and you had it fixed with paintless dent repair, and then you have another one, is it true that you may not be able to do it again? Because the metal's already been stretched once?
I've had it done multiple times on the same car, but once the metal's stretched, it's not repairable.
Okay, so...
Depends on how bad it is.
Do you remember in the old days when this first... Well, first of all, this comes from I heard the 1800s on tractors and stuff, but when they brought it, they resurrected it for modern use. It was so miraculous that they wouldn't let people see how they did it. They would only do it behind closed doors, and they wouldn't let you see. And
the owner over there, Nick, he's an artist. No matter how you look at it, this is perfect work, and it's so much cheaper, man.
To your point, it is a skill. The guys that know how to do it can do the crease lines on fenders. That's tough work.
All right, now, let's keep going on this subject.
Jetro Chassis Series?
Hey, Steve, what's going on, Steve? What's happening?
Hey, how you doing?
What's happening, man?
Hey, how's it going? Hey, you guys referred me a couple weeks back. I called and I told you guys that some lady cut me off, and it was either hit her or hit the curb. It was snowing and it was iced up, so I hit the curb. You referred me to Pro Auto. Problem is I was told by someone that I might want to check and make sure that the frame isn't bent before I go and fix my suspension.
Well, can you guys check frames, Al, or not? No?
You need a table that basically measures it with laser. That's what body shops.
Back in the day, there was a place called Bear Frame and Axle, and they're gone.
So, Steve, you may want to check, though, for sure, that there's no frame damage.
When you look at frame, usually there are telltale signs where the pinch joints and places, you'll see it bent. You'll physically see it.
So where would we send him to get a frame?
Well, I tried sending him to Michael's because he was closer to Michael's than Colorado Auto Body, but they are just so backed up. So I texted him Colorado Auto Body's information. I just wonder if
Is it only a body shop that can do this? Only body shops have it?
To do the laser measurements? Yeah, absolutely. But visual inspection, we do suspension damage and frame damage when we see it come in. We can't do anything about it because you'll need the press and the ability to pull down that section. But we'll fix the arms, the members.
But can you tell visually without the lasers?
Absolutely. And when you measure on the
what if it's only out? What if it's only out a little?
It's probably before the frame will bend. A member will belt the control arm.
All right, listen,
knuckle.
Steve. Really, what he's saying is he could probably tell if you have frame damage.
Okay, but I I was told by somebody I might want to check that before I spend all the money to fix the suspension, because if the frame is bent, I'm just gonna sell it and get rid of it.
Now, what about
the car and it's not worth it?
What about your other one? Your other question?
My other question is, my wife got hit last week with the hail damage over there in DTC. She's got a 15 or 16 Subaru Forester. And my question was, how long do I got to wait before I got farmer's insurance going?
Well, you should report it. Hold on. You should report it, but I wouldn't report it too soon. I think you have up to a year. I'm not sure. If you report it, here's what I'm being told. If you report it now, you can report it now, but you then hold off as long as possible to get the adjuster involved, because if there's additional storms, you don't want to pay a deductible each time. Now, I don't know what the contracts say. You'd have to look, but I think you have up to a year to get it done, or to report it, I mean. But let's check. You know what? Can you call Compass? Let's just find out so we don't guess. Because here's what I'm doing. I'm waiting because, man, they are not, I have adjusters tell me, they're not going to know if it's 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 storms, and that you may as well wait, because otherwise you have to pay a deductible each time.
We've got a PDR place on the opposite side of our building, and it's actually common practice. A lot of people are waiting until after hail season, and then they'll go back in when it's fall, not at risk anymore, and get it taken care of.
Jason is at Compass Insurance Group. Jason, how long?
Tom, that's a caller holding for an insurance question.
I'm sorry. I thought we had somebody on from. Never mind. Jason, we'll come back to you. All right. 303-713-TALK. All right. So hang on, and we have more coming right up. And Rocky's Autos, by the way, since we're all talking about these used cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans, you can find them at Rocky's in great shape. And they invite you to look at the Carfax. They provide it for you, and they give high trade-in values on your trades because so many people are buying them. And they want to sell them right there on the lot. 303-426-4646. They're open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 7. 303-426-4646, 63rd and Federal. 40 lenders to choose from, so they can find one right for you.
My brother-in-law does paintless dent repair, and most of his time it does now. He puts glue on this little thing, puts it on one little dent, takes it, and then when the glue pops up, boom, wipes the glue off, puts some alcohol on it, and then if it's a little much, he just pounds it back down.
Glue?
Yeah, glue.
Like hot glue.
Like hot glue. It's from a hot glue gun.
That's kind of cool.
It takes about, for each little, he's got to have a good eye to put it on there, and the right size, if it's a big dent, he puts a bigger thing on there.
But they don't have to get behind it.
Now, they do that a lot in the doors and stuff, and stuff that they do it. But he does, when I was watching him, I was just down there, I'm going to buy that kit. It's like $40 you buy the kit for. I'm going to practice on my roof. You got any hail dents?
Mm-hmm. He does.
I'm not going to practice.
Damn, I used Gorilla Snot instead of hot glue.
I think I got it down. I watched him, Tom.
You'll come out and there'll be a wrench glued here.
Oh, didn't get it done in time. But it actually
there'll be a big dimple on it.
Yeah.
Or a big,
after you get that email.
A big nipple.
Yeah, I'm going to find out what that's about. I'll go report to
If you look at come look at this while I have it up. This is funny as shit.
I saw the tile.
You all saw it, right?
What?
Hold on, I want to show you this. I just got to go back to this computer so it's slow.
They're already saving customers up to $1,000 a month. Plus, there are no upfront fees.
You already know this, I would assume, but look at our audience breakdown. So this is a picture of Dan there. I put up the other.
Oh, Dano!
Look, so we have 39. We have thumbs up, heart, or frowny face. Okay, I'll just skip right to it. The frowny face represents 1. Everything else is, 38 thumbs up and 2 we love you.
And that was an old girlfriend that did the thumbs.
That was his ex. It had nothing to do with Trump.
How was he at the rally?
The guy's an entertainer.
He is?
Oh, he can read the crowd.
Really?
Oh, you can just see him,
TV
down there,
TV only uses the worst.
Yeah, right. Oh, he really? He could be a.
Well, it was a reality TV star.
Right. I mean, he works the crowd. I mean, he just walks slowly. He's so confident. Just the way he claps, points at you, knows how to get you, going.
Were there nuts?
They're throwing through one verse.
Oh, listen to how they do it.
But did the crowd sound like nuts? Your people, your fellow people.
We mean
your people.
A couple fries shy of a Happy Meal.
He's saying they're all the Republicans crazy.
Nuts. I don't know.
Did they seem normal to you?
Oh,
yeah.
They weren't like.
Consider the source. Right out loud.
Yeah, everybody's fine.
Thank you, Jim Crow.
There was 16,000 people outside that couldn't get in.
There's only 6,000 inside. I waited in line for 4 hours.
Everywhere he goes outside, there's usually more people that don't get in than in.
And they said they could have had a venue of 24,000, but he said this.
But MSNBC says he's not popular.
Necessity liars. There's a lot of people.
CNN is predicting a landslide victory for the Democrats.
Yeah, they did that last time. That didn't work out for them last time.
Who are they going to put up against him?
Oh my God, they don't know.
Did you see the stickers around town? Bernie.
Might have to be Hillary again.
Now, if they put up Bernie, this country could not survive.
Well, even most Democrats that are normal people in the middle would never vote for Bernie. Ever.
We had a big push going into the freaking elections, though.
Yeah, well, all the young people got out, man. Yeah. You had college people that never voted.
Yeah, and they had no idea what he represented.
All they heard was the free pizza, free movie, free college, free health care.
It might be the freaking Seagulls.
The one that just won in New York, the new one I heard, guaranteed housing for everybody, guaranteed minimum salary jobs.
Mornings 5 to 10.
The music of the Book of Mormon is actually
earned over $500 million, but I've never seen Biden to fix that.
Yeah, but Biden would never go for what they're talking about. Biden's pretty mainstream.
Well, they've been talking about Biden.
No, but he's not going to come out and say free everything.
No, but they've been talking about Biden in a heartbeat.
Hillary?
Making myself crazy.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Let's go and talk about your life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Genesis Total Exteriors will take care of all the hail damage from roofing to decks to siding, windows, and all of it in one invoice because that's what they do. Genesis Total Exteriors. You're going to wait because they're in demand, but it's worth waiting, and you got honest people who won't take the money and run, that's for sure. 303-679-8509, GenesisTotalExteriors.com. Jeremy is with Compass Insurance Group. Jeremy, we've asked about this before. You know, people say, look, I got hail. There's going to be 3 or 4 more storms. I don't want to worry about them. For example, I had a situation where someone got their car fixed and got hit again.
Sure.
And they had to pay 2 deductibles. And then other people are waiting. The adjuster comes. That adjuster doesn't know if it's from 1, 2, or 3 storms. Now, he may ask, is this all from one storm or whatever? But no one ever really does that. So they end up getting it all fixed for 1 deductible. So I'm asking you, what is the rule in most policies for reporting hail damage? Not for getting it fixed, for reporting it.
Well, the rule is to report it when you know about it is kind of what they ask you to do. What really you need to focus on is you have a year to file and get the claim settled within a year of discovery. Now, we're seeing some companies change that to the year of the date of the storm, but most companies it's based off the date of discovery. So on cars, you pretty much know right away, whereas for homes, you may not know your roof has hail damage right after it hails, and so there's a bit of a difference there.
Okay, so you got to do it when you know about it, or should have known about it, like roughly, and then you got to get it fixed from that time within a year.
And you don't have to go through with the claim right away. So, I mean, and every company varies on this, but, you know, even right now, I mean, you're not going to get your car fixed in a week or 2. So
if I report my car today, when is it reported? Excuse me, when does an adjuster show up usually?
Right now, I would say a week to 2 weeks would be reasonable. A lot of companies have the booths you can go kind of, you know, on the spot, on location, get it checked as
How much hail do you need for it to be a total? It has to be a lot, right?
It depends on if they can replace it with paintless dent repair or not. So if you can do paintless dent repair, usually it's not going to be totaled. If it gets above that, you know, depends on the value of the vehicle.
All right. More coming up. If you want granite or solid surface or any kind of countertop.
No, we dropped it off. Yeah, no, I was screwed, man. I had to get that done.
You don't know if you used the...
Did you get it done without telling them?
What do you mean? Oh, fuck yeah. Are you kidding, man? I wasn't... I have a $1,000 deductible, man. I don't buy that insurance shit. It worked out so perfect for me, I couldn't tell you, man. Plus, I'm going to get our other car done, my car, and then I'll get your car done.
Did you ask him?
He fucking did it in 2 hours, too, man. I'm telling you, you can't. It's perfect. It really is amazing.
Did you ask him to use the glue or the...
I didn't care what he used.
I would just like to see how many.
I don't know if he does, honestly.
Because yours didn't hit the hard metal. It didn't. It was just the soft metal that it dented.
Yeah. Sorry, I erased Jeremy. I realized he's going to stay up.
I'll practice on your car when I buy that kit. Okay.
No. Are you buying a kit?
I am.
Are you really?
Yeah, like, what you think you're going to know how to do it because you're buying a kit? Why don't you buy a heart surgery kit?
Suzanne bought a haircut kit to give me a haircut one time. Fuck, man.
The flow.
It was the worst haircut I ever got. It ended up costing so much money because then I had to go get a haircut.
You can get the flow.
Yeah, he's killing me.
Dude, it came with a video. No, it wasn't that thing, man. It came with a video, and it came with shears, and it came with a razor, and it was like $19.
Everybody could do it. You need the flow bead.
Oh, dude, it was
a vacuum cleaner.
It was the worst haircut I ever got. Besides, at Walmart one time, at Supercuts, the old lady clipped part of my fucking ear, and I got infected about a week later and ended up on antibiotics.
You went through a Supercuts at Walmart. You saw nothing wrong walking into the dregs of society, inside the dregs of society.
She was so old, too.
That's country.
And then you turn around and complain about
she was born.
One, too.
She had to be born in the 1800s.
I mean, at the end of the day, you're setting yourself up for this shit.
You're just lucky hair grows back. Walk out.
I was telling him about that wonderful haircut you gave me years ago. Oh, it was the worst fucking haircut I ever had. The fucking video showed everything. The guy on the video looked great. Looked fucking great.
Amazing. Oh, here she comes. Oh, it's coming.
God, it was a horrible haircut. So, never buy that video, gentlemen.
You still have Lazera. He made me give him that haircut.
That's a different story.
It wasn't like...
It had a video. You could have done it right.
Why don't you get one of those?
Did you watch the video? Did you watch the video?
Things, they hook on the vacuum cleaner.
Or just put a bowl around his head.
That works. And then he told us about it.
You know what I think? You know how when I asked him to do laundry, he totally screws it up, so I never ask him again.
Right.
Maybe I got him back.
Yeah.
What was the worst haircut? What was the worst haircut I ever got?
A 90-year-old woman cut his ear off.
Oh, Walmart was the, I stabbed him in the head. He got an infection.
Dude, it was fucking unbelievable.
Fuck,
I was so pissed. If she wasn't so old, I would have punched her.
I don't think he's been to Walmart since for a haircut.
No, I didn't.
He upgraded
He just goes for dental work. He bought Walmart stock.
He goes and does
dental work. They don't know that they just rent the space.
So you can go to the Supercuts inside Walmart. I mean, the whole thing's set up as a mess. Right?
He was asking for it.
Yeah.
It was horrible, man. I was so mad. If she was younger, I don't care. Even if she was female, I would have punched her. It was so bad. It hurt so much.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, she clipped the part of my ear off.
And why am I paying for
the fucking blood's running down? Yeah, with the shears.
That's where we're going tonight.
I know. Why am I paying for that bone? The weight should be on there.
It hurts so bad, dude. The second I knew, like, it was real bad, it started hurting. So then it quit bleeding. But then a week later, it's fucking my ears all puffy, and I'm feeling weird, and it's all infected. So she used fucking nasty
I'm
shears.
saying you got some accountability on things.
Then I went next door and ate at the Subway at
The only thing I
Walmart.
noticed, the guy was like, I just put a new air filter in. It's almost like they didn't even look at it.
She bought the same video Suzanne couldn't watch. I really had it down. I was like, $20. She watches this video. Never got to lay out money for a haircut again. And I did not work. She was the second nice haircut.
No, you have.
So.
My mom used to give us our hair.
by Washington politicians.
No video.
When I was real little, my mom did.
But we were kids. Kids can't complain.
Yeah, you get the haircut.
I want to give you a free copy of my new book, Wealthy on Wall Street, because according to Time Magazine,
Have you ever had a horrible haircut, though?
failed millions of Americans.
Oh, yeah.
35%
Oh, yeah.
I had some years ago.
When they're working on your back and you go back and things like fall. So
What part of not too short did you not understand?
Well, it wasn't too short. He would have bled.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, where's the haircut?
Have they ever been cutting your hair or buzzing in your hair? Oh.
Yeah. I've had my ear cut just like you. That's brutal. That hurts. That hurts.
Oh, I'm sorry. What the fuck you mean you're... Oh my God!
Excuse me, Mrs. Tyson.
And it's kind of weird because it doesn't. I felt it, but it's like a pinch. I didn't realize how bad it was until I fucking look up in the mirror and there's blood pouring.
Is a pinch instead of the swirl?
Counterclockwise swirl.
You want a bad haircut? Go to boot camp.
Oh, when Addie was in state patrol,
that hurts.
They were introducing everybody. So this is Sergeant so-and-so and so-and-so, and this is Sergeant so-and-so. He's also the barber that you'll all be seeing soon. Oh, the fucking kids freaked out.
They tell you in there, it says, if you got a mole or a bump on your head, put your finger on it. So otherwise, because it's just like that. And it hurts going right through it.
You got a bump on your head.
A bump or a mole, put your finger on it.
You telling me they didn't take their time?
You're lucky they lubricate the razors. That's horrible. They would cut off. You don't put it on, they would cut off. This
is the Cheese Show.
Martino on 630 KHOW.
Help me if you can, I'm feeling down, and I do appreciate you being right.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. This hour brought to you by Joe Lazzara, a criminal defense attorney. I hope you never need him. This show is all about who you should need, when you should need, well, who you need, when you need them. We are there with referrals and help and information, direct help in recovering cash, merchandise, exchanges, refunds, and services. And Joe Lazzara is there for I call the chronically dumb. Look at people who drink and drive. That's the easiest thing to prevent. Please, when you're at the barbecue, just think, okay, I'm not going to drink. Or at least one drink, and that's it. One. You can't estimate after that. Even two can put you over the limit for, like, driving while impaired. Joe Lazzara is there. He's a criminal defense attorney. I'll just give you his number. He's not going to give you the lecture. 303-429-6200. 303-429-6200. Joe Lazzara is on my referral list at referralist.com. We have a question from Jason about insurance with a credit union. Okay, Jason, what's going on? Jason?
Oh, shoot. He must have given up, Tom.
Let's find out. Jason, are you there? Okay, so I'm sorry. We had to wait to get our insurance expert. And it is car day today. Jeff Vick, Kimmer Transmission, Alaramas Pro Auto, and Bola Schnoike with Honest, Accurate Auto out of Colorado Springs. Roy, what's going on with your diesel? What's happening, sir?
Yeah, I'm sorry if I sound ignorant. I'm not too mechanically inclined. I have a 2005 Dodge diesel truck, Cummins.
Okay.
And time to time when I'm up in the mountains, and I used to be in the military, I'm retired military, and we have what you call it, glow plug, that little squiggly orange thing.
Right.
I don't know what you call it in the real world, but it's right.
Some people call them spark plugs. Some people call them spark plugs. I mean.
Yeah, with the little glow light, it comes on time to time, especially when I'm up in the mountains, and then it stays on for about 2 days.
Oh, wait! You're talking about something different then. I thought you were talking about like the glow plugs are like. Guys, aren't glow plugs basically spark plugs for diesels?
No.
No? What are they?
I know that.
No, I'm asking them for my education.
Glow plugs are to warm the fuel in what's called the pre-combustion chamber.
Right.
Because diesel fuel, you want to warm it up in order to pop it off.
Well, that's
it actually just uses compression.
You're right. It's not like a spark plug.
Once that engine
it's
gets
not
running.
timed. It's not timed with the stroke. It is basically a preheat of the fuel before entering the combustion chamber. Yeah, but what I meant was it kind of aids in combustion, but I can see what you're talking about. But I've never heard of them coming on that long. Have you guys?
It's probably a problem in the circuit itself.
All right, so then what, Roy?
Okay.
After it comes on...
It's periodically, maybe once every 2 months, or just when I'm up in the mountains, and it stays on for about a day.
Sounds like a short.
Is that what it probably... Okay, could you
I don't know.
recommend anybody in the spring?
Guys, first of all, yeah, honest, accurate auto.
Yeah, we can absolutely take a look at that. We'd be happy to.
Tell them what the locations are.
We've got 2 locations, 426 Nevada Mesa View off of Garden of the Gods in Nevada, and 3905 Tut Boulevard right next to Sky Sox Stadium.
Now, what do you think it is, guys? It only comes on when it's cold, right?
Well, no, sir. Mainly when I'm driving up in the mountains.
Isn't that weird, high altitude?
Going to a higher elevation. I don't know if it's a higher elevation. I'm just pushing.
Why would that
harder,
cause?
You know?
Why would that cause that? That's weird.
Some kind of circuit issue.
Here in Denver.
Yeah, it's circuit. And you'd want to verify that he's got a light coming
But why high altitude triggering it? It just seems weird.
It could just be coincidental. I mean, it should be pretty easy for us to figure out once you've got it in the shop.
All right, so the honest, accurate auto is in the Springs. Jason is back with his insurance question. Go ahead, Jason. What's happening?
Hey, so my wife had bought a truck. Her son wrecked her other truck. She got a new truck, and then that truck ended up getting totaled a month later, and she got another truck. Well,
oh my God, this is her third truck. Now, on the first truck, was that totaled as well?
Yes, her son rolled it.
Her first truck was totaled. Her second truck was totaled. Who totaled the second truck?
A lady ran a red light and hit her, and she only had that truck for a month.
Oh, man. Okay, then what?
And then, so she got another new truck and had the insurance full coverage switched to the new truck. She'd been paying the truck payments and the insurance, and then the bank called her and said, you owe almost $5,000 for truck payments, and she's like, I've been paying my payments, and they said, well, you don't have insurance on it.
On which one?
On the new truck.
And they were doing what's called forced insurance?
Yes.
Okay.
And she had insurance on it, but the insurance company actually didn't put full coverage on it, which she didn't know, and they said, you need to pay us $5,000 now, or we're going to repo the truck.
All right, hold on. We got 2 problems, okay? The first one is with the insurance company. For some reason, with the first, Jeremy, with Compass Insurance Group, here's what happened. Her first truck was totaled, and she bought a second truck. The second truck was totaled, and she bought a third truck. She assumed her insurance was being transferred, or did she transfer it, Jason?
She did transfer it.
Okay, but how long after she bought the third truck did she get notified that it was uninsured?
About almost 7 months after.
Okay, and then they back-charged her for false insurance. So now we have 2 problems. Did the insurance company fail in providing her insurance, and did they not properly notify her that they weren't insuring her? Or is the finance company wrong for charging false insurance when there indeed was insurance? So we don't know. Now, here's the deal. You're telling me insurance was transferred to the new truck, but not full coverage. Was the third truck new or used?
It was used.
Was the first truck new or used?
It was used. They both only had like 30,000 miles on them.
All 3 trucks were used?
Yes.
Okay, so she assumed when she transferred to the third truck that she had full coverage, including collision?
Yes.
The insurance company is saying you never transferred the collision, or are they saying we refuse to cover it?
They said that the guy who was originally dealing with her insurance had messed up because they were going back and fixing a bunch of people's stuff. So they actually transferred insurance, but he transferred it only to liability and didn't actually put the full coverage on there.
I think they're lying. That's my personal opinion. But do they have any proof of that?
You know, what he told my wife was that payment didn't mistake, but there's nothing they could do about it, and that's
who is this insurance company?
American Family.
They suck. And the agent, are they captive agents, Jeremy?
Yes.
They are, yeah.
So this agent is saying, I think this agent is afraid because they wrote 3 policies, man, and 2 in a row were totaled. And I don't know, Jeremy, doesn't it sound to you weird that they said, oops, we didn't transfer the collision. We just transferred the liability.
Yeah, that is odd, and I mean, because just to clarify with the caller, it was all one policy. She never canceled it and then started a new policy.
Yeah, she never canceled it. It was all one policy.
Now, Jeremy, wouldn't they have to show if they discontinue coverage? Don't they have to give notice?
Yeah, you would get notice for that. And I mean, if you had a vehicle with comp and collision on it, and let's just say, you know, you bought a new vehicle. So in this case, it was total, but you bought a new vehicle. If we were ever going to decrease coverage, we would most people would typically have you sign off on that.
Now, Jason,
whatever you had would be the same.
And they're saying the agent screwed up. Well, that's their problem. I mean, Jason, they got a number of problems. First of all, how was she paying for the premium?
What do you mean? She was just monthly.
How?
I think it was automatically getting taken out of her account, I believe.
Well, was this insurance being paid for?
Yeah.
And it never stopped and it never went down?
You never stopped, never went down or anything.
Oh, you know what? That we need to call this agent particularly. Now, I want to know if Clint's been listening to this, Suzanne. If not, I'm not going to give it to him. I mean, it's too complicated. Ask him if he... I mean, here, they're saying we didn't transfer full coverage, yet they were charging her the same exact premium every month. Now, Jeremy, that seems way too convenient. I think they're just trying to discourage them from putting in a claim.
Certainly, yeah. And what I would ask is for some documentation to show that you requested to go down to liability only.
Yeah, so I would say, Jason, the first thing to do is say, look, if we were going to discontinue coverage, I want to know the notification I got. That's first. Second, I want to know why the premiums stayed the same. And third, I'm submitting a claim whether you like it or not, or I'm suing you for bad faith. Did you hear the word I said, bad faith?
Yes.
Okay, what's the name of the agent you're dealing with?
His name, the agent was Jason. I think Jason is who it was. I'd have to get it from my wife.
You get this information. We'll take all the information down, and then we'll pursue it. Now, you see, this is why I love Compass Insurance Group. They don't deal with the top 5 bad companies. And the companies they do carry, like 24 to 30 companies, are great companies. 303-996-9000. Okay, let's keep going. Bill, you have an insurance issue. What is it? Bill.
Hey, I got American Family, so one strike.
Oh my God!
Anyway,
when was the last time you did a checkup?
A checkup? What do you mean?
Like reviewed your coverage and how much you're paying compared to the...
I'm just holding off until all my hail damage is fixed.
Okay. How long have you had your current insurance?
Too long, 34.
34 years. Bill,
you're
a regular listener of this show, and you're going to save so much money, you're not going to believe it.
But let me tell you what they told me yesterday. I called up yesterday.
Where?
To American Family.
Yeah.
And they told me that if I don't produce a paid signed receipt, because you know how they always underpay, by the end of August, I believe they said August 31st, I have to file an extension.
What are you talking about? A paid what?
They sent me some...
Bill,
yes.
What do you mean you have to show a paid receipt for what?
For the work being done on the roof.
Okay. Did you put in a roofing claim?
Yeah, and I've already gotten paid. I've gotten $7,000.
And they want to see that the work was done.
No, I called because it's going to probably go over.
Okay.
So, and plus... They didn't count in because
Bill, you had an adjustment that was probably underbid. Did the adjuster come to your home?
Yes.
And they wrote you a check?
No, well, they sent me a check.
Okay, and now you're going to need a supplemental claim. Do you have a roofer?
Yes.
And the roofer should be able to do those supplemental claims and justify them for you.
Okay, well, but they said a signed paid bill.
Who said this? The insurance company?
Yes, American Family.
They want to see that you've already done some work.
Right. Well, I've just been holding off, for the right time of the year to get it done.
Okay, wait a minute. So you haven't even started repairs?
Correct.
Okay. Well, then why do they want to see a paid receipt? Are you asking for more money?
I believe it's going to go over because...
No, Bill, stop. I'm not asking if it's going to go over. I'm asking... What triggered their request for a paid in full receipt?
Because I called up yesterday. There was I have a house, a garage, and
and you called up yesterday.
That's like a small house.
And you called up yesterday.
Yes, and
what?
They didn't on the paperwork. I have a covered patio that the roof got destroyed.
Okay.
And that wasn't on it.
Okay. And you called up to find out where it is.
Right, and because it was here when I bought the house, and I've been with American Family.
Bill, did they, when you called and said, my patio is not on the estimate, what did they say?
Well, I didn't know at the time because I asked them to send me a copy of the adjuster's report.
And they said to you, we want to see a paid in full receipt.
Correct.
Okay.
If that wasn't on it.
Okay, well, here's what you say.
Okay.
Here's what you say. First and foremost, Bill, I haven't had repairs done yet. Period. Now, you only have a year to do this. So when did you get this? When did you settle?
I think they're saying August 31st.
So you better get with it. Here's what I would do. I would call someone from my referral list and have them take care of all of it.
Well, I got a roof. I got to let the guys that did it last time. They did a good job.
Then call them. You don't have to call us. Call them. Let them take care of it. Okay? I'm serious, Bill. Let them take care of it. What you need to do is they need to come and do a supplemental claim while they're doing the repair. They are very unlikely going to do a supplemental they're not going to do a supplemental claim without some professional roofer on the job saying this is what is needed. Okay? So that's why they're asking for a receipt. You're asking for more money, and they want to prove you're asking for more money. So they want to say, why? Have you had anything done? Then how do you even know you need more money? That's why they're asking for that. Eric's got a transmission issue. Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, I got a 2001 Kia, and the transmission works great.
Yes.
I just developed a leak, and it's got a hairline crack on the casting.
Uh-oh. Hold on. We'll address that coming right back and more.
This report is brought to you by the Flood Control District of the 7 counties.
There's still big delays on the north end of the metro area due to those pairs of crashes. 144th. It looks like the northbound crash has been moved to the right shoulder. Traffic
not today, is it?
Speed, but it's backed up all the way to about 104th. Southbound I-25. Two left lanes are now getting part of that crash. 144th, but that off ramp is completely blocked. The southbound is backed up all the way to about Erie Parkway. So pack your patience on that stretch. What forecast? Going to be rain and simple hot today again with a high near 97. Right now, few clouds in 90. With the traffic and weather, 6:30 K-How.
The Flood Control District.
Not like it's
County Metro.
Is that what it is? Yeah, no, you got to let it sit. But I even did very low. Triple very low. No. I had it on boost.
The New York Times
agrees. Still didn't boost it.
Shirt look is here to stay.
Regular shirt won't it's too long. So what you want to do, the problem with boost is you can't have a run
creating the first shirt designed specifically.
Okay. I didn't have that long. Trickle's going to be the best. Just plug it in and go tomorrow. Right. That's always the then you're going to put the stake where it needs to be.
So when I took it off, it measured 11.5 volts. So that should be over 12. But even though I would have thought
from Venice Ristorante. We use the best quality chicken from Redbird Farms. Tasty and delicious. And you can love it. It's one of Redbird Farms chicken at my restaurants. Available at Kitsubers, Safeway, or go to redbirdfarms.com.
Then turn the lights on, but that's a little voltage. That sort of needs some power.
I've always thought as far as the horns goes, it's usually good enough. No, that's not a good thing. I bet it takes a lot of very little power.
Communication, deadlines, quality, disrespect.
Okay, I'll go back to Seth and see what she does.
Todd, to save a little money. And guess what? No money saved and a lot of heart. Look, in remodeling, stuff happens. But Dad, like you've taught me all my life, it's not what happens, it's what we do about what happens that really counts. When we take care of our customers,
so if he's got a crack in the transmission thing, could you use that JD weld?
Sure. So folks, let us
really depends on where it's at. If it's in the pan rail, you might get somebody who can weld it good enough that you can grind it down and reseal it, but odds are not. If it's in the main housing itself, well, the casing's compromised somehow. It's caused that.
I've got to tell you about a revolutionary new product that is changing how people feel about going to the dentist. And guess what?
When you
it
have a
involves
cracked case,
needle-free dentistry. Visit noneedles.com for more information. That's noneedles.com.
Michael Brown, afternoons 4 to 7.
This will make the deranged more expensive even matter. In one single month, President Trump's approval rating with Hispanics has soared by 10 points. Join me Friday at 4.
Because most of the time, you're not going to open it up and find nothing else wrong with it. You're going to find wear and tear. You're going to find other stuff.
You want a car? Honest, Accurate Auto, okay? They are giving away a car. They do it every year, okay? So you can nominate somebody for the giveaway.
2 cars, Tom. July 28th, we're going to give away 2 cars at our East store at 3905 Tut Boulevard. We are still taking nominations. Go to our website, honestaccurateauto.com. What we're looking for really is somebody who gives back to the community and somebody whose life will be bettered by getting one of these cars. They're not new cars. They are used cars that we refurbish. We try to get something that somebody who can't afford a car is still going to be able to maintain. We want to make sure that this car is something they can keep for years and can actually help them improve their life.
It's for the Colorado Springs area, right?
Yeah. Denver's close enough.
Okay.
If you know somebody that really is in need of a car and it's somebody that will help the community and helps, and it'll help them.
2 cars you're giving away.
They're nice-looking cars, too.
2 cars.
An 03 Honda Odyssey and a 2000 Lexus RX 300. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to remind you about this again, but it's July 28th when they actually give it away.
How do they...
Now, are you going to give it away where? On your website or how?
We're going to have an event at our East store, 3905 Tut Boulevard. There will be some things for people to do there. We'll make a little party out of it. Nominations close on Monday.
How do they nominate?
What? Wait, they close this Monday?
This Monday. Nominations close.
Oh.
HonestAccurateAuto.com. Go to the homepage. There's a banner on the homepage that'll link you to the form to fill out for nominations.
Can people make nominations on Monday or not?
Yes.
Okay. Then, Suzanne, we got to remind people
we gotta
Monday
mention it.
to get these nominations in, okay? So you have until the end of business Monday to make nominations for a free car. They're giving it away on the 20th of July, and that's honestaccurateauto.com, honestaccurateauto.com. Eric, you see the one we started with, right? The Sportage, or the, Eric?
Yep.
All right, talk about this transmission.
Okay, well, like I said, it's developed a small hairline crack, so it's starting to leak a little oil. I just didn't know if that means I got to rip the whole transmission out and replace it.
Now, that's the transmission case you're talking about, right?
Correct. Yeah, so, I mean, it's leaking oil, but it's a standard transmission, so it's not like it's an automatic that develops a lot of pressure, so I didn't know if there's a way I could fix that.
Well, it may be able to be welded. It's something we would have to actually take a look at. In most cases, it'll still have to come out of the vehicle because you're going to want to strip it down and clean it out real good because you need a clean area for that weld to actually...
Now, to take that off, drain it, take it apart, you actually take it apart to take that piece off and weld it?
I would have to see where the crack is
I mean, that's
but in
almost
most cases,
like a brand new... That's like a new transmission. As long as you're taking it off and doing all that, buy a new case.
You might be in a better situation, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so it's pretty much junk. I mean, I know it's a stupid question, but you couldn't feel like JB Weld or something like that.
Well, I don't think it's a stupid question, man. I'll bet you people have done worse than that.
You know, a Band-Aid is just that. It may get you by for a while, but I've never seen a Band-Aid that doesn't fall off.
Correct.
But, okay. You know what? I've seen some crazy-ass stuff over the years. Haven't you guys? What's the craziest thing you've ever seen people try to jury-rig themselves?
I saw a car so rusted out that they took... because the exhaust was coming out the back, that they took leaf bags, filled it with leaves, and stuffed the trunk so the smell wouldn't come in.
Oh, my.
And they were getting carbon monoxide in the car, and they were complaining.
That's a good one. What else?
I had a customer come in. He was tired of trying to find the short inside his brake lights. So he actually rigged up a bunch of AA batteries, ran some Christmas lights to the back of the truck, was throwing a toggle switch every time he hit the brake.
So, in other words, he made his own brake light with Christmas lights.
Yep.
God, this is amazing. Nick, what's happening?
Hey, how are you doing today?
Good, Nick. What do you need, bro?
So either advice or help or some sort of direction.
Yeah.
I'll try to go through it as quickly as possible. So I had some wind damage. Some shingles got pulled off. Called the roofer. Roofer came out and said he couldn't fix it for two reasons. Too many layers. And the second one is a brittle test. So he convinced me, and he was pretty confident that it was an insurance claim. We put in the claim. The adjuster came out and said absolutely not.
Well, hold on. Why did the adjuster say not?
He said that there wasn't enough damage and didn't agree with the roofer about the brittle test. And I guess the way a brittle test works is that you've got to pull the shingle up to be able to repair it. And
Hey, was this your an insurance adjuster?
So first I had the roofer come out. Roofer came out.
I know you said that. I'm asking. You said you then had an adjuster from your insurance company?
Correct.
Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
So then I couldn't figure out where the discrepancy, how far off the adjuster was with the roofer, so I called the public adjuster.
Okay.
He came out and said, nope, it's got nothing to do with the wind damage, but you do have hail damage. We looked at the claim. On the claim, it says hail damage. That's where it stands, all the problems, and I have not heard back from the roofer nor the public adjuster.
How'd you find the roofer?
He seemed really reputable.
How'd you find him?
Through the internet.
Okay,
they had some YouTube videos, all that.
All right, so what's the name of the roofer?
It's Integrity, but with that being said, my case may be different. I mean, they seem like still really good guys.
Okay, let's talk about what insurance company do you have?
Farmers.
Okay, well, first of all, you have a lousy company, so that's one reason. They're just a bad company, and after all of this, you should change. No matter what, you'll get better. No matter what. And let's talk about this. You either have damage or you don't. And what I would do is recommend people on my referral list, and we can tell you for absolute certainty whether or not you have wind damage, hail damage, or just old age damage. That's it. It's that easy. Now, your particular homeowners may not be good enough for a complete strip off and re-roof. You may have to pay some of it. I don't know what your policy says.
And public adjusters generally don't get involved until the insurance company has said, yeah, I mean, there's a claim here.
Or the insurance company says no, and you hire them. Did you hire the public adjuster?
No.
Did you sign anything?
No, not with either company, based on the fact that the two companies didn't want to work with each other. The roofing company didn't want to work with the public adjuster. Everybody has a different opinion on what is going on up there. The adjuster from Farmers basically said that there was wind damage, but it could be repaired with 3-tab, where the difference in where the roofer was coming from is that he couldn't replace it because it's too brittle to replace. So
I bet if he called Excel Roofing, they'd get to the bottom of this in no time.
Excel Roofing would do it all for you. They would.
Who's that, Scott?
No,
with Excel?
Jay Bretts would, or he might send someone else, of course. But you call Excel Roofing and you say, now we have good other roofers too, but if you call Jay and you call them, they're insurance expert, they'll go out there and within a half hour they'll know the entire situation enough to argue and win with your insurance company. Then we can take it up a notch with our public adjuster. So really you're in good hands if you stay with us. I'm serious, because we have all the experts. I would not use a roofer that I don't know, no matter how many YouTube videos they have. I wouldn't go with a public adjuster I don't know. But that's just me. You know, I'm into background checking and monitoring and holding people to a strict contract of ethics. So, you know, if you want to do that, Nick, we'll help you, okay? So I would start by getting someone out there almost immediately. Now, they're busy, but I think we can get someone out there. Now, if you really want something to go on, you can get a roof inspection done. How much does that cost? How much would it cost?
500 smackaroos.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. But this guy usually does commercial jobs. But, I mean, he would give you...
Oh, they're even more for that.
Oh, he would give you a report that you would not... I mean, this thing would stand up in any court.
Well, not only...
beat the hell out of anybody.
Yeah, I mean, he's the real deal.
Yeah, but it's totally independent, but you pay for it. So I'll leave that up. Now, Excel is 303-761-6400. 761-6400. Joyce! Sorry, Joyce. I'm getting to you. I'm sorry for the wait. What's going on, Joyce?
Yes.
Now,
I'm here.
What's happening? You cannot get a title?
No, sir, I can't.
and the dealer is out of business?
What happened is we went to the place because I kept trying to contact them.
Yeah.
To get, they were supposed to send me paperwork so I can go to the DMV.
Right.
Well, they went ahead and I went there the other day because no one answered the phone.
This is not the one. No, you're not the one that called earlier and I had Clint call, right? No, this is a different one. Hold on 1 sec, all right? We'll come right back to you.
This is Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW and iHeartRadio. With Ross Kaminsky mornings, Michael Brown afternoons, KHOW Denver.
From the Fox Business Network, all Wall Street stocks are rallying to close out the month and the second quarter. Among the big gainers today, banks. Among the Dow winners this month, Nike, Procter & Gamble, and Verizon. And a good day on Wall Street for shares of Nike, with the athletic apparel company on track for its biggest gain in more than 4 years. The stock jumping over 11.5% after the company said its North American sales improved. Nike will also buy back $15 billion in stock
It's fucking amazing to me.
And AT&T and Sprint recently raised the
How much money Nike makes. They must build those shoes. Where are they in Malaysia? They must build the average pair for like 50 fucking cents or something. They make so much money.
And it's amazing how people can afford their retail products.
Man, I know kids that are a friend of Miles that literally have shoe collections of Nikes.
Yep. I know guys like that too.
It's
crazy.
Well,
the new one comes out, they're not Foot Lockers.
Well, they think they'll be like the old Jordans, were very expensive after a few years and stuff. So I think that's what it is. That's their investment.
We're talking expensive. Be wise and be ready with 20
These shoes?
Oh,
They're $4,600. Some of them. The Nikes, yeah.
No obligation.
Yeah, quite like the balls.
You ever see the movie Lottery Ticket?
Free shipping on all orders. Call for your free
Bow Wow?
shipping now. 800-787-1010.
Oh, God, you want to laugh.
Is it funny?
It's funny because he worked at a Foot Locker and stuff, and then he got a lottery ticket, got all these winnings, and some pimp loaned him money for his winnings and stuff, and he's out there buying these shoes and stuff, bought everybody's shoes. Body, man, it is funny.
What is it called?
Lottery tickets. And then the funniest part, they got his mama goes to a church, black church, and then the preacher's up there preaching, and he goes, God don't want me to have the house I live in, and he shows this picture of the shack it is. God wants me to live in this place, and everybody's like, yeah. And he goes, and he don't want me to have this back sack of wife that I have, and he shows a picture of it. He goes, he wants me to have this. You have to watch it. It's on YouTube. The little
stars in it.
Bow Wow is one of the main, and then Ice Cube, Ice T. Ice T's in it. It's good. It is funny. It's about an hour and 45.
No, I meant how old? How old?
Old. Maybe 20 now. Maybe.
20 years old?
Maybe.
But you can get it on Netflix, right?
Oh yeah. You will laugh. You will absolutely laugh. It is so well done.
I like Next Friday. You like that one?
Wait, what's that about?
Why is that?
Oh my God, it's very funny.
What is that one about? Tell me, and I'll remember.
Well, it's not really about anything. It's about two guys that are just spending the day working, and it's just funny as hell. It's called Next Friday. It's got Ice-T and Next Friday. Oh my God, it's a huge movie. I'm surprised you guys never heard of Next Friday.
Bow Wow, Brennan Jackson.
The first one was called Friday, and the next one was called Next Friday.
Want to start a new 30-year loan all over again?
It's good.
Hey, it's Ross Kaminsky for my friends at American Financing, and let me tell you, they
First
can
one was
financing to eliminate
have
mortgage
to have
insurance,
seen
lower
that.
your rate,
What one?
more consolidate
Friday?
high interest
I can't believe they haven't seen Friday either.
Oh, there's a Friday, then the next Friday?
Chris Tucker and Ice Cube.
Yeah, there's a third one too.
So they're not
The
scared.
day after Next Friday.
custom loan. You choose the term based on your budget.
The second one, when there's
it's your mortgage, your way. Plus, with a fixed
oh
rate,
man, your mama's barbecue. Barbecue's so good you'll slap your mama. And he turns around and smacks his mother.
They'll guide you through options and will customize the right.
And who's that real big dude that's always chasing him, man? He's built like, he's built like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Debo. He used to be a wrestler or something. I remember him from old 90s movies.
Oh, he was in a lot.
Watch the picture. He's got a pole in the center of the church. He spins around on.
Join us this Saturday, June 30th, and find out
When
all
do
the
you-
details about this neighborhood favorite. Stay tuned on the Denver No Less Sunshine.
Little Bow Wow.
Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW.
I gotta go. All right, let's look next prisoner. Okay.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Don't forget to nominate somebody for a free car, either an 03 Honda Odyssey or a 2000 Lexus RX 300. It's being done by Honest Accurate Auto in Colorado Springs. You can nominate them for a free car. They're going to give it away July 28th. Go to honestaccurateauto.com. Okay, so Joyce, she bought a car. When did you buy the car?
The 10th of May.
Okay. And now, when you go back to the location to try to find out where the title is, are they vacant? Are they vacated?
Yes, they are. There's other people that rent over there, the other offices. That
Now, they had a
moved
licensed, if they had a licensed dealership, they had to have had a bond.
out. Okay.
So, were they a licensed dealer?
You know what? I don't know.
Did you call the dealer licensing board under the Department of Revenue?
What I did was I got a hold of the owner, and he's in California.
What's his name?
His name is Peter.
What's the name of the dealership?
H&I.
H.
Auto Sales.
H and I. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And where was it?
In Inglewood.
Okay. And Peter's last name's what?
You know what? I never got his last name.
Okay.
He never told me.
And do you have a loan on this car?
No.
How much was the car?
$2,400.
Did you already pay in cash?
I paid all cash up front. Taxes,
And what did
everything.
the owner say? I mean, when you called and said, "Where's my title?"
He said that the people that were running that office took the money and all the paperwork and took off.
So he's
They
saying,
closed
"I
the door.
can't help it." In other words, I was cheated too, is he saying, right?
Yes.
And
He told me to go to the DMZ and they can get me another temporary tag.
well, that's not what you need.
We
You
got
need-
that. Who's the one guy? He's a really nice guy that helped you out with the VIN verification that one time.
Well, what about it though?
I mean, couldn't she, if she's got the title, basically?
She doesn't have the title.
No, I have
That's
a
what she
title
needs.
application.
Okay, but hold on. If you have a VIN number, we can at least do a search. Did you do a search on the car?
No, I didn't.
Okay, that's where we start. So we need you to get us all the information on the car. That's the VIN
Okay.
and everything. And then we'll look for the car and find out the status. This may have been stolen. They might still have a loan on it. We don't know what's wrong with it.
Maybe Bob, the car guy, can look in to see if there's a bond these guys have as well.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Since it is a dealership, if they were licensed, they had to have a bond.
Man, I'm looking at the pictures of it from back in the day, and it looks a little shady, so I don't know.
So, Joyce, we have to take this one step at a time. First
Okay.
things first. Send us the VIN number, okay? Along with a complete name of the dealership. In other words, take a picture of any contracts you have. Then we'll search the corporation and we'll search for the dealer license, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's do that, Susanna. We'll give that information to one of our deputies. Bill's got a comment on that cracked tranny housing. The guy wanted to know, can I salvage this without having to spend too much money? Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, this is Bill. I just wanted to say that I have had pretty good luck with JB Weld.
Really?
I had an international tractor that had a big split in the rear differential, leaking oil out. And I am a welder, but I didn't want to do it. But when you weld cast iron, it can crack out. And I was kind of in a hurry thing, so I heated the area up, roughed it up, and put JB Weld on. And I run that tractor. It was a big M. I used it pretty hard. And I run that tractor for several years after that till I sold it, and it never did leak again.
So what did you do, an exterior application of it?
Yeah, I just roughed it up, and it was in the middle of winter. I mean, it was 0 out, and so I put heat lights on it, and I heated it up to a reasonable heat, and I roughed it up and spread JB Weld on it, and let it set overnight and use it the next day, and it never did Never did leak.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. Leah, I'm told this is a really bad problem. Is it? What's going on?
It's like living in apartment Auschwitz, and I'm totally not kidding. The management leasing office has almost destroyed my life, basically starting 2 weeks after I moved in, which was in December.
What happened?
I
mean, what's the latest? Why are you calling?
The latest is they demanded a $90 late fee from me last month, saying that I had paid late my rent, but I've always paid them on the 4th because when I came in and took tenancy, I spoke with management right then.
What does the lease say, Leah? What does the lease say? That is going to be the ruling factor as far as when rent is due.
That they're raking all of the tenants. The worst part of
what does the lease say for you on when rent is due? I can't hear you. On the first?
I'm sorry. It says, yeah, the first.
Okay.
And then late by 3.
So when you pay on the 4th, you are truly. Listen, I'm not saying they're doing the right thing, but you are late, and they charge you a late fee, right?
Yes, that's indeed true, and I get that. I do.
But then what is the problem other than that?
Well, if you're up to date, you know that Clover Basin Village is a low-income community.
Okay.
And they've had some issues in the past, widely publicized, with regard to illegal goings on, from A to Z.
Like, what are you calling? I guess what I'm asking, Leah, is how can we help you? I don't know what you're asking for.
If this is as bad as people being gassed in the concentration camps.
Well, hold on. Go ahead.
It's really, you can help doing a lot of things, but you're the one who thinks them all up real fast. I'm just the one who thinks up the answers to why these people have to be stopped. I'm looking for a class action attorney.
Okay, Leah, you haven't told me anything yet, dear. Now, I promise you, inside your head, you probably have all kinds of stuff why these are bad people. I just need to know what they are landlords, and tell me what is wrong. Tell me what's going on.
There's a clandestine meth lab within close proximity.
Okay, now one of their apartments. Is it in Clover Basin?
Well, I don't know exactly where the fumes off gas are coming from.
Are these in Longmont?
Yes, they are, and they were condemned. They had to condemn several apartments, I think, in April.
But right now, okay, they got pretty poor ratings and stuff. But are you saying they have meth labs in there they're not doing anything about? I'm trying to sink my teeth into something.
Yeah, pretty much that. There's junkies, I've seen it twice.
That live there.
Up, in the parking lots. There's all kinds of children ranging from very young to mid-teenage and more.
Yeah.
There's a huge community of disabled, low-income people. I'm one of them.
Now, so now I see on Channel 9 where 3 units in the Clover Basin, this was in May only, just a few months ago.
Yeah.
Or not, just a month ago. It said 3 units were sealed off due to meth labs, right?
Yeah, that would be,
Okay. So, what do you want out of there? Is that what you want?
I want out of here yesterday.
Okay. How long is your lease for?
Oh my God, it's all the way till December.
Okay.
It's a year.
So will they let you out early?
Only if I can sign a paper that gives them what they think is a good reason.
Which is, okay, have you tried that yet? Like, for example, meth labs are there?
Well, yes, indeed. And there's all sorts of other things, not to mention leasings and managements absolutely defrauding. I think they're...
Yeah, but you see, here's the thing. That's not for you. You have to pick something that will get you out of the lease.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And so I wasn't even thinking, about that. I'm on to the lawyers and such, and you're right.
Well, you're not going to get it. Let me just be straight. you're not going to get a class action lawyer involved because no one will take it. Because first and foremost, it's not a big enough class. There's not enough damages. And class action lawsuits, that's not what you want. What you might want is an attorney who will sue them on behalf of a number of tenants who get together. That's called like a joinder lawsuit. But you have to have something to sue for, like, for example, damages. Hold on a sec, all right? Just hold on.
Just real quick, I got to agree with Suzanne. These Holocaust analogies are crap. Well, I am so sick of it. They're like Hitler, and that's all BS, man.
Well, I know.
It just turns me off.
They're slumlords, and she's upset.
That's fine. They're not murdering children in a gas chamber.
But I still
And if I was Jewish, it would offend the hell out of me.
I still haven't figured out what exactly, like the specific wrongdoing. I haven't heard of anything yet. So hang on.
This report is brought.
I don't know what she won't answer. She won't answer you.
The highway drive from the metro area. Here's the highway.
I'm late and they charge me a late fee. Those fucking jerks.
Right. Because I'm not happy that the meth left. I haven't paid my rent in a while.
And there's junkies out front.
Listen, here, let's do this. Let's hear this.
Can you get your sound?
This is just last month. Looks like a nice place.
All the pictures of these apartments do.
That's great. They just don't want deadbeat people.
It's shocking to see the sign, warning entry prohibited by law. Certainly a concern.
For a dad like Christopher Stannard, these signs of meth contamination raise questions. What exactly is getting into their apartments from right next door?
It's a huge concern for health because it gets into the floors.
I mean, I don't blame these people for being upset.
In trace amounts of the drug every day, and the fact that there is a non-zero probability really does concern me.
This is the Clover Basin Village Apartments on the edge of Longmont, and 3 units in Building 13.
308, 208, and 108 all kind of share apartment population.
And 3 units in Building 9 have all been sealed off because of someone using meth in one of those.
Oh yeah, are you?
I gotta go because I gotta get my car.
We'll be up there at 9 a.m. It's right where you and I went.
Oh, I know. I gotta remember the address.
It was at 225 Mississippi, make a right. It's like a mile down.
What was the unit?
It's before the GPS says it's there. But Daphne's got her all packed. This will be nice helping her out, actually. And then dry Dock Brewery.
All the men are up.
This is a wife that God wanted you to have. That is pretty good.
I'm killing you. He's got the pole that he spins around the pole. Ah, yes. It's so funny. It's so funny.
Hi, Tom Martino here.
Ross Kaminsky, mornings 5 to 10.
The musical The Book of Mormon is actually one of the most successful ever, having earned over $500 million, but I've never seen it. Well, I'm going to fix that this weekend, and I'll tell you.
I'm sick of those analogies, though, man. They drive me crazy.
You're a Nazi.
The Nazi and the concentration camp.
All right, here we are. Tom Martino here. Okay, so, listen. Leah's upset. She lives at a place. She's upset. I hear from people that are upset every day. Now, there could be all kinds of reasons. In this particular case, there have been several apartments that have been sealed off just last month for methamphetamine labs. And by all indications, the landlord supposedly did seal them off and are cleaning them. And is cleaning them, I mean. So, I don't know why Leah's calling, but she's upset with the place. She doesn't like living there. So, Leah.
Really, and so what's really wrong? I'm desperate. I'm poor in dirt. I want to get out of here. I have nowhere to go. I don't have anybody here. I'm from Albuquerque. And
Okay, but why do you want to get out so
help.
bad? You haven't told us what they did to you.
They've raped me financially.
How?
They've raped me money-wise.
How?
They've charged me fees that I have paid that should not be assessed to my account.
Like what? We're getting somewhere now. We're getting specifics. What fees did they assess you that are unfair?
Yeah, well, these things are titled on the invoice. Vacant apartment. You know, they send
Leah,
out
what? I don't understand, dear. Please help me.
Okay.
What fees are unjustly being assessed to you? What fees?
Well, you know, they made things up.
Like what? Give me one thing they made up and charged you for it, please.
Vacant electric, which...
Vacant electric. What do you mean?
Right.
What do you mean? Is this something you pay once, or you paid before, or when did you pay it, and how much was it for?
Well, it was for $136.
And what is it called? It's called vacant electric.
Right.
What does it mean?
I have no idea.
So wait a minute. So when you get your rent bill, on your rent bill, there is something that says vacant electric, $136.
Right.
Means she didn't transfer the electric into her name, most likely.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to figure it out. Leah, do you know what the vacant electric means?
I don't. And you know what, guys? I can hardly breathe because I'm talking to y'all. I just found you never listened to the show. Think you're just amazing. And
we're trying to help you, Leah. I hope you understand. I just want to know what. Okay, you got charged $136. That's a lot of money, and you don't know what it's for. So if you ask them, "What is this for?" what will they tell you?
I have no idea.
Well, did you ask them what is this fee for?
Yes, I did.
And what did they say?
Vacant electric, and I said, well, what is that? She looks at me from across the desk and doesn't really answer me, and I say, well, you know, I don't know what it's for, and until...
Give me an example of another charge, Leah. You got $136 for vacant electric. What else?
The first time they towed my car...
when did they tow your car?
2 weeks after I moved in. They towed my car, and I almost lost my job. I didn't that time.
Why did they tow it?
Because policy says that you have to have their sticker and...
Did you have their sticker?
Yes, I did. I had all of it.
Then why did they tow it?
No, that's not true. I didn't have... There's a little square one that says month.
All right, hold on a sec.
I just have a hard time buying any of it.
Leah, listen. I swear to you, no matter how long it takes, please just make a list of all the injustice. But please don't put stuff down there that's not true. Put down towed car illegally. Here's why.
She's upset.
Charge me. I don't know.
No, here's the deal.
I am baffled.
They probably had every right to assess every fee. Vacant electric, she didn't switch electric over. She just started saying she didn't have part of the sticker in there. She doesn't agree with the fees is what she's really saying, not that she didn't agree to pay them.
She's upset, clearly. Suzanne, please explain to her that we need specifics. Listen, I don't mind if you just want to vent. But my God, I mean, you got to help us a little. Crystal, oh, hold on. We're just out of time. We
got Monday though.
Honest Accurate Auto, thank you for being here. Kimmer Transmission and Pro Auto Care, all of you. We do the best we can, and I don't want you to get discouraged. I'm serious. We will try to understand your problem. Call us 24/7 at 303-MARTINO, and don't forget the new and improved referralist.com.
When you have hail damage, finding a quality roofer is tough. Roofers are everywhere, but who can you trust? After serving Denver for over 20 years, Roof Corp gets it. They encourage...
She's just pissed. Yeah, exactly. And I know how that feels. But we all know how that feels, right?
Hey, we've all, at least I know I have, at some point we paid a banking fee that we agreed to. But fucking,
I am
hate it when they hit you with this son of a bitch.
And sometimes we get haircuts that just don't come out right.
And sometimes we buy infomercial videos that just don't work.
Oh. So Jeff, I get it towed there to it and stuff?
Speaking of which,
I don't
do we have
get it
any
done
new
right away or
spots
anything,
that we
but
haven't done, Al?
You
Cut them off, Bobby. Did you get them off yet?
Did they respond to you as far as
The videos, Mark. We don't have any uncut videos or anything, right? We got them all up, right, or not?
Right, but I mean, yeah, we can do that. Right
Stop
now,
the
I'm
video.
probably
We have the raw video.
Stop
a week turning it around.
But do we have some raw video of him? What was the last video thing we did? Simply Floors. But before that, what did we do?
It's just that it's up there. And
Did we do?
We did commercials before that, yeah.
With him?
They were the Pro Pack ones, where you were catching
No. We did one after that. We did one after that. Are they still? They're still not cut, right?
No, you did them.
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, no, we did that. That's
Yeah,
right.
it's all done. I'm just saying, what about the radio spots? Did that get all done?
That's. I think I did send those to you. Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah.
Put it on again.
I didn't need to do anything with those, right?
Check oil, nothing.
No.
Do we just post them?
Hold on.
It wasn't making any sound or getting
I'll
hot
prove
or
them all.
anything.
I'll answer. I'll go back to the office.
What are you going to do?
That much oil that fast? I mean, unless it completely blew the seal out of the back of the crank. I mean, that's...
I'd have it towed down to him, man.
Call our tow guys. They owe us a lot of fucking favors, Dan. Tell them I realize it's a ways away, but Mark said you guys trade us out.
Who are you using?
Well, it's not too far. Where is it? Idaho Springs?
Idaho Springs.
Are you still using cast iron?
Yeah, but it's, cast iron.
These are all new. I hope
He's
he has them.
exclusively our tower.
Oh, he's good.